Yeah,
Goes
it's
on
on a
a
boy.
with the pyramids.
No. Not
Not
allowed to.
allowed. Not this time. Alright, I think we have enough people now, so let's get it going.
Alright. Get her up.
Alright boys, here it is. The NMeade video that we have waited for a while now.
So
Yeah,
long.
but it's finally here.
But it's
Alright,
worth
let's
it.
start boys. Mitch and me are gonna give you some commentary over this run and
Ladies
our
and
thoughts and
gentlemen,
stuff.
we are finally back. 2024 is among us, and another year of Mario Kart time trial.
He always improves the format. That's one thing I've
Yeah,
noticed.
As the past
true.
Each
couple
year the
years
format's
have
gotten
been
better.
delivering,
Yeah, like
this
if we
past
go
year
back
is
like
no
last year, he had like the interference stuff, and he had the leaderboards, but now he also has like the second place and how much it was improved, if it was improved and stuff. It's getting better, but
starting off on LC. We have the untie of Casey and Cole.
this is such an
And Casey
unexpected,
is
like a
now
really good run
untied
too.
number
Like
one champ. Congrats to Casey.
the fact that he
And
beat
I
it by
think
40 ms,
Cole's
it's
It
crazy.
looks
collective
amazing.
reign, I believe, was at
Looks
least
amazing.
10, maybe
I
11
don't see
years or so.
many other people getting this other than Case himself.
Casey tied Cole.
Look at there's the graphic down there. Like,
11
yeah, his reign was 10 years, and now it was finally broken. So it's insane. By far
years
the
or
longest
so.
reign.
Initially, Casey tied Cole, and that was awesome. But of course, Cole wasn't officially dethroned
Whose
at the time.
run is he
But in
compared?
the past year, this
Is
current
it
record
Cole,
by Casey
maybe?
is the one to
This
seal
is
the deal.
comparing
Yeah.
Cole.
And
Yeah, should be
truthfully, at
comparing
this point, this
for
run
more
is
records.
Makes sense.
awesome. I really think without any major strategy changes, I think a 108.650 might be a practical
650,
limit.
yeah.
We'll
I
see.
think that's the limit.
But this run is insane. I guess most of the chains, the cuts are great.
What did the BKS give?
And really,
He
it
got
showed how
everything.
strong
give here?
Cole's time was when at the time that he
BKS.
started as well.
I'm gonna quickly
But
check
major
it.
congrats to Casey.
Probably like a
here.
low six, lower
This has been
6.
his goal for a long period of time, so to see him
Yeah,
finally
BKS give a
succeed for the
611.
untie is great.
So
I'm sure it was
122
bittersweet
MS
for
off
him
this
right
run.
when he tied it and didn't actually get the complete.
What
The
a run,
splits
though.
look
He
very
would've been
similar
so
to
happy
Cole's
with that
run.
when he
I
said
remember
that.
it was like a low 0.8.8, but these are a little bit better. Every lap is a little bit better, if I recall. So it's just
world
overall
record,
better.
You know? But regardless, though,
Good run.
seen by the top 10.
Yeah, and this top 10, I mean, it's
Yeah, look at
been
that
pretty much
lead.
the same. There's few people that have like gone up, like Aaron and I don't know about anyone else. There's probably someone new here, but
Yeah,
it's not that much
so
activity.
Big Book's new. We have Alex and 10th.
Yeah.
Got some new players up here, but in terms of record contenders, it seems that Case is like, he's on his own realm of dominance.
We'll see if someone comes along.
Here,
But
we have 5 108s
right
now.
now he has
What a run,
I
dude.
Because
think
Cole
this
also
record's gonna
said that he's
stand,
not coming back.
For the rest of
Told me that
2024.
he's done with
I
the
don't
game,
think Casey's
so
gonna come back
that's
anytime
unfortunate,
soon,
but-
and I don't think Cole's gonna be playing either.
all right.
Moving on to Mumu Meadows. This also got a treatment.
the
too
lead
in
is that big?
2023.
Oh, it's off the
so I
formal.
believe,
Okay, so it's not
Logan
off
was
second.
the
Yeah.
one
It's off the
to,
formal order.
I gotta
dethrone
give critique to
Sosis.
NMeade here. I think it's very weird how, yes, he does include the second place time, but then we don't really even know what the first place time is. So it's very confusing with the improved, because he improved, I think he improved his own time instead of like Logan's record. So it's just like, it would be nicer if he like showed the, you know, like how most recordings are done, they show the time first, watch replay, and then they show the replay. But NMeade kind of does it the opposite, he shows the leaderboards afterwards. But
And then Sosis came
But
back,
yeah.
as
Okay.
he usually does.
Yeah, that makes
'cause
sense.
the
But I mean,
team
we
was
know it's a
got
point
to.
two. It's an
And
insane run.
I
But
believe this point 2 is not the only time that he got last year.
this is like very
I think
close
he
to the limit.
initially
Like,
improved
what do
the
you, Mitch?
record
What do
at
you
least once
think?
or
Like,
twice with very small
they
baby
do here?
cuts, to the lower
Yeah.
do you think a
every
point
time,
1 is doable?
and now
So
he has his
there are a
115.2.
few things.
And
Yeah, so
truthfully here,
point 1
this
definitely
run is
doable.
strong, but I
But
think there's
they
more
say
to
a lot
go
of
here.
people,
It's
like
kind
a lot of people
ridiculous
talk
to say that
about
we're almost at a
the
114
ending
and it
last
seems like
turn,
it's
right?
practical
Because you
to
can get
have
the
some
slip.
more
And I don't know how much that
semi-flexible
saves.
jumps,
I
if
know
you
on
will.
lap 3 it definitely
But especially
saves, but
seeing how that
this
last
looks
turn
just
goes,
excellent.
all the
Excellent
players are
driving.
way
I believe
better
lap
at doing it more
1 was,
consistently
or
now,
lap
but
1
there's
into
like
lap
a
2 that was a
super
half,
instant
but
drift you can do and an
this
instant
is just
wheelie out
driven
of it
very well.
and
True.
saves like
Not much to
a
say.
crap load of time. So I
He's got
think
a very
long
big lead.
term, this will definitely go to a 114. Will it happen
Yeah, he's
this
literally
year?
off screen
I
in
have
the
no
ghost.
idea. But
114.
regardless,
And
though,
the impressive
it's
part
gonna
was
be
that he
Wow.
didn't even
activity
do
on
the
Mumu
the
Meadows.
slip on any lap,
Pretty crazy
but he
to
still
me that
managed to get
even
a
a couple
24,
years ago,
23, and
Fox's,
like all of the laps were driven well.
115.7
Yeah.
record, it took so long to beat
Yeah,
that
that's wrong.
time. But now that's not even on the top 10 anymore. If you look at it right here, right now. So yeah,
Those
all the
splits
players,
just look
the player
amazing
base, the
as
skill
well.
has
I'm sure he
risen
wanted maybe a
overall.
little bit more, but it's just
But
very
yeah,
good.
I think there might be some more activity here in the coming
Yeah, the
year.
standard on MMM is so
And
much
me.
higher now.
Watching Gorge, and this was also improved.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the past
100%.
year.
Shown through the
Oh, we got
top 10.
Alperen now.
Alperen
Alperen, our goat.
Finally adapting to.
He finally got
Yeah.
featured.
Still
Got Alperen.
moderately newer strat that they do
'Cause
now.
in the past
happening here right now,
On the
these mushroom
2021
pads over
video, he
here.
was like,
They skip the red
he
mushroom
was in the
pad,
worldwide
they go way
tops,
to the
and then
side,
on the
swooping out,
2022
get the
video,
zipper
he
on
had the record, but
ground
Logan
there.
stole it. So
And
Logan's run was
I have
featured, but
no
now it's
idea
finally
truthfully how
Alperen's
much
time
even
to
saves. I'm guessing maybe 50 milliseconds
to get
a
the
lap
proper
or
screen
so,
time here.
maybe. Correct me
This
if I'm
run is
wrong,
really good.
MG players in the comments here.
The laps
Yeah,
are solid.
such a
But
talented
it's just
player.
so funny. I think maybe one or
And these
maybe
Gorge
2
cards,
years
like, they
ago,
look a
doing these
lot
reactions,
easier than they
Yeah.
actually
I
are.
think
Like when you
Connor
time
had a
trial this and you try to take it the
140.7
same way they do,
without
it's
this
really,
strategy here now.
really
And I
difficult.
thought, man, like almost all the juice was
Yeah, what up,
squeezed out of
Santos?
MG, you know. And now here we are, so 140.4. And
I mean,
it
Alperen was
seems like
saying
just
that he
along
wants
the
a
way,
0.3, and I think he
people are
can
just
probably get
finding
it,
just
but
incremental time saves and
but
just doing.
I don't know if he's
the
grinding it right
basics
now.
just as crisp and pristine.
He does
as
get a bad landing
possible.
there, though.
So with that in mind, like for example,
just
like
slightly.
I think that's like the only like major mistake on this run. Other than that, there isn't like much.
Give or take per one lap.
Probably
So
lose
still
like a
some
little bit
more
everywhere on
marginal time
to the
saves here.
BKSs, but
I'm kind of known for some more, bolder
Yeah, I was
predictions,
gonna say
if you will.
the mushroom
for
skip
times and
seemed a
what's
little bit.
possible overall
Maybe the lap one or
historically,
lap
but
two
Yeah.
wasn't.
I would
The
not
lap
be
two one looked
surprised.
good, but I'm not sure about the lap one.
This is a 139 eventually. Even
It's
with no
very
strategy
slightly.
changes,
Wow,
who
and
knows?
NMeade throwing
I
out the
think
139
everything's just being
card.
optimized for just the
Damn.
basic
That would be
driving
insane, though.
strategies and just really being pristine with every last thing. Overall, though, congrats to
0.3.
Alperen.
Look at
It's-
those digits. Look
Yeah,
how
that
amazing
looks
it looks
really
insane
clean.
to see at 140.4 because a couple
I don't
years
remember
back,
was
even
Logan's
getting a
old road.
141
Did
seemed
the
like
Formula 1 have a
impossible
better lap
task,
3, but
so,
all pretty much
really
the same
impressive
lap 3
here.
split.
Almost the entire top 10 is now finally at
Yeah, they
140.
both
so
had
that's taken quite
0.3s.
a while.
Yeah,
but
that's so
almost there.
weird watching that top 10. I'm just gonna show this
Top 10
again.
is now-
Like the same times are still there. 002 and 016. They have been
That's
like
true.
on 9th and 10th for the longest. I remember last year, I think it was the exact same. I don't know. Has this like changed at all? There's no new names.
No, it hasn't. All these runs are
Yeah.
pretty old.
Mushroom Gorge is
on the
definitely not the
140s, that's
most
taken
active
quite
track,
a while,
but
but we're almost there.
at least we got a new world record.
On to the glitch category.
You can commentate on
and
this one because I don't really
Idris
know about
is
glitches.
the first one, still the only one to get a sub
this one
20-second time
this one's
Yeah.
really cool.
on the gorge, on the rock.
It's got a very big lead over
twirling
Bryce.
Back and forth.
By the way, I don't think that shrimp
incessantly
does
until
anything.
we're
Yeah,
crossing the finish line. This is a whole
But
circus
there
act.
is some,
Every single
if you ever
time
look
I
at
watch
the
this, I love
BKS,
it. It's
sometimes
amazing.
they have
And you
like
go
the
forward,
late
you
lap
go
count
back,
and early
you
lap
flip reverse to
count
the
to
finish
see the
line.
difference.
This is
I
the
can't
most
tell
Yeah.
here,
hilarious thing to watch,
but BKS might
amongst
be a
most of
little
the
bit
categories
inaccurate
in this
here.
video game.
And 19 is just
So,
ridiculous watching
amazing
it.
job, Idris.
I want to hear what
Congratulations.
NMeade has
Came
to
back after
say,
so long,
if he's going to give a
reclaimed from
prediction,
Bryce.
but
Will this be in
MG just
person
looks
next year? I
crazy.
feel like it might.
Yeah, and,
I think the battle between
Yeah, this
Idris
wasn't.
and
Was this
Bryce
improved
does
this
not
year?
end
Because I
here.
remember it was
Only
19
time
last
will
year.
tell. We shall see
Yes.
what happens in the future. As you're gonna
It wasn't
see.
19, was it?
Yeah, because NMeade reacted
believe it
like
was.
early for the early 2023 records too, so I remember that was
yeah.
there, but I don't know was it that same exact one or was it like a other run? But it was definitely a sub 20 with the Idris bit right.
Most of
All right,
the
this
categories
That
run
would
is
have been
fucking
epic.
insane,
Yeah.
boys.
Um,
Watch closely
Oh.
how
If I
good
were to
this
ask
is.
you, the audience, any video,
There's like so many new
If you have
strats
a
on
like
TF
on the
that
video,
was
please
you
on this
know,
one,
put
I would
into the-
appreciate it. I put so much TLC.
like so many new strats, like the
into,
double hop.
this
Well,
video
double
in
hop was
particular
also
here.
already
A
on the
lot more
last year's
upgrades
one,
for
but then we got the
viewing quality
new
to be
shrimp
better,
strat as well.
including
Logan was just
if the record was improved in the past
adapted
year, as
all
you can
to
see
the-
by the graphic.
to the new
And
strats.
also, if you can see here, all the ghosts
These
here
showman
in this
cuts are really
entire
fast.
video is going to be comparing versus second worldwide. I think that might
Really perfect
provide
lap
just a
one.
more
Definitely.
interesting experience give more exposure to other players,
Point-
and kind of see who's
point
coming
one
up
ahead
and
of second.
who's
Yeah.
potentially testing the crown, if you will, on all
Wow.
these tracks here.
Almost hitting the stomper as
So,
well.
yeah, so a lot of effort has
Wow.
gone into this. So
Has
hopefully
to
you
do
guys
that.
are
This is
enjoying
literally
this viewing
148.8
experience so
pace
far.
until the
Yeah.
Red Room lap 2.
So with that in mind, it was
So
improved in
even
the
even
past year.
at the moment, like
I
this is
believe
still
Logan
like
had this into,
like
this
148.8
year, and
pace at
improved
the
it
moment.
again.
But
It's
there
so
he
close
lost a
to
bit,
148
and
now, and
then
I
he-
think
the
it'll be
landing
a few
was-
months now this year that
yeah, that was bad landing. But other than
more than
that,
likely
like
we'll have the first
that
148
low was
post
good. So it was
factory.
still a mid 3,
And
but
I'm on a broken record. I'm sorry, but a couple years ago, even like mid 149,
There he gets a
high
drop.
149,
I'd love to see the 148 this year.
Has to happen.
Few players that can definitely do it.
there are a lot of good players on TF. Like all of them have like splits for it, and you know anyone could flip a good ass run here.
Apart from
Just comes down to who's
I
willing
think
to
the
put in the
fastest
work.
Anyone who
pace so
plays
far is
it.
by Barney, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
and he failed the last low, I think.
Wait,
Which
what
is
is
quite
NMeade?
tragic because it was a
Yeah, reason for fail. Oh, finished as a world record. Yeah. Well, that was best known pace. Yeah, it
Really?
seems like it.
Not anymore. Is
It was before
Is that-
now.
is
This
it
world record
really?
is the fastest pace into lap 3.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's right. I just checked it.
What I can understand.
I like how it says
So,
reason for
I
fail.
believe there's
It finished as a
Logan
world
here,
record.
Connor, Barney, that's
Yeah.
the top 3 overall here. Kind
Put a
of
run
trading
that.
hands and trying to
Alright, see you,
notch down the
Santos.
record further here. Barney got very close, but then I think
Yeah,
Connor
those splits
got it,
look
then
really
Logan got it
nice.
back,
Lap
and
3
now he
definitely
improved
can be
to
way
0.9.
faster
That
though,
was
and
my
lap 2
fault.
as well.
Anyway,
Like,
with that in mind,
still
I
like
think this will
almost
definitely
0.1
see
wiggle
a
room both, but
148 here. Also, Luke
it is
did
really
come
hard to
back,
get all 3
this
laps.
past
It's
year,
gotta happen.
got tied 3rd worldwide, so it'll be really cool. Maybe
It's
Luke
gonna
will be the
happen.
first
148 is gonna
148
happen.
and reclaim it after
Right.
multiple
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Oh, look who it
since
is.
doing it. We shall see.
This multiverse will be
On the
interesting.
English
But
category,
Is this you
Yeah.
once
on
more,
the-
got another improvement.
It's called
Logan's-
Logan, right?
Logan has had this category.
Does he use former-
for quite a
I'm
while
trying
now.
to tell.
Probably at least maybe a year and a half or 2
I'm
years
not
at least,
sure.
I wanna
No, I
say.
do the glitch differently.
This is still so
Rain
cool
4
to
years
I'm
now.
not sure.
Yeah.
despite that.
Anyways, yeah,
Wait,
this
so
guy's just
Logan's reign
unrealistic.
began after he beat
It's-
Ross,
Maybe
pretty much.
improved
So
by
that no one
a
has
lot.
gotten the record after that.
Yep.
Eventually, this coming year.
Yep,
Reason
exactly.
being is, I believe it was Tasser by Neo Monster. They
Yeah, this is my
discovered,
ghost, that it's
I
multi.
guess like a long clip.
Oh yeah, he's
to
talking about the
cut
new
off
strap.
even
What do you
more
think
I'm
about
not-
it, Mitch?
here.
Yeah.
If you're landing by the boxes over there.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
kind of
I was gonna
bouncing up
ask
through the
Chaz
floor.
some time to talk
And
about
from what I
that
can
because it's
understand, that's
such an
gonna
like
save at
So-
least another
such a
second.
cool
So
discovery.
you do that
but
strat first, right? You do the new strat on lap 2, and lap 3 you do the normal glitch.
So what you do here is you do the
Yeah.
Shroomless lap 1. You have
Mhm.
to drive pretty good, and then you get the cycle lap 2, I believe. Is it the yes? You do the cycle skip
Yeah.
on lap 2, so you clip off the earlier cycle
Yeah,
at the box, and then you have to drive like close to world record level to get to the box
Yeah,
lap
yeah,
3,
yeah.
and you have to do not a no stop glitch, but you have to do like a
Fast
fast setup. Like you've
Yeah,
played it
but
before,
like so
the one where
so
you're a little bit
the
behind.
driving after the first glitch, the hard one, that has to be like more impressive than the Shuma's driving lap 1. Like the lap 1 Shuma's driving,
Yeah.
it's like pretty good too,
Yes.
but yeah, the driving after that is even more like. So the run only begins after you make the first one.
Yep.
I mean, I guess Logan
Yep.
can. It's like definitely doable, but
Over,
it's gonna be
doing this
way more
standard
grinding
2
than
for
what
3
he's
here.
doing on this.
It looks
now,
really
like-
crazy. I will link that.
Just getting
in the
2 for 3s and
description
like
for watching
I
it's
agree, yeah.
nowhere near
so
how
far.
close how hard the other thing
But
is. But,
regardless, though, this is kind of just a whole pace lock thing.
but yeah,
of,
Logan's
the
driving
boxes at a
is
There's
certain
nothing
point in
that-
time. If you're there before the boxes, you can't do
Yeah,
the clip.
I was gonna
If you
say,
get
there's
there
nothing
after
that
the
makes
fact,
the
you're too
cycle
slow,
skip impossible to
right?
hit
So,
during a run.
this is
It's
kinda
just
like
that
an
it
auto-scroller
seems
of a
very
category
like
until you get to the box
it's just
lap 2, and then
long
you
story
get a
short
really
difficult
good
to
clip
hit
lap
all of that in
2,
one
good
run to get the
recovery,
cycle skip,
and
which
then
has never
race
been
as
landed
fast as possible
RTA,
to the finish line
and then
after that.
driving
So,
insane, and then getting the glitch lap
I
3,
think
Yeah.
getting that
they
cycle.
can
But
I
yeah,
was
what
just
were you
talking
gonna say?
about like the fact that Logan. Yes, this is not a 143, and it's gonna be really hard to get that. But his driving is still very good on this. He's just gotten the grip on the track. So even if the new shit doesn't get ever added to the world record, even this is still very impressive, and you know.
Regardless,
gonna
though,
be
this
very-
is still one of the coolest
very hard to
categories
beat.
watch. I love this category personally, so it looks really cool every single time.
So because there's like a
yeah,
huge
but at
gap,
least,
like you're second place, and I was like 8th when I set my time, but now I'm 11th, but yeah, like no one is. There's no one that's not even close. Logan's just so much ahead.
Yeah.
People are starting to
Exactly,
slowly
yeah.
catch up
And
here.
that's
Mitch got
probably
the
gonna stay that
second
way.
144 here, so will it trade hands
Yo,
eventually?
thank you, NMeade.
I don't know. I don't know. Moving on to the Flower Cup now, we have Mario Circuit, and this is
Alright.
Yeah.
another year.
This
where
This
one's
is
guys
gonna be
like
interesting.
it's a
continue
good
to
run, and
hold
we love
the
it, but like
no-glitch world
it's gotta
record on Mario
it's kind of the
Circuit.
time
This is
already
one of my
that someone already
personal
beats this. Like there's
all-time
so many
favorite
people who have
records
Yeah.
in
their
the
splits and
history of the game. Guy got this on stream, and this is still one of the most craziest records I've ever.
It was crazy
I
at the
saw
time.
I remember
live,
when this was
and
set.
also, just
Yeah,
watching
it
at the
felt
time,
unreal
so
because like
insane.
what was the world record was a
here
0.8
on
and
the
who was
ramp,
second
and it goes
place?
super low.
Who had
The
the
super
second
low
best
one is
time at
called
the
the
time?
King Alex ramp.
Like
If
Casey
you
with
land
the
on
0.8 or
latter part
something
of it,
too,
and it's called like
or
a
0.9 or
fast ramp,
I don't know who had
it's
second place,
nowhere
but
near as fast as the King Alex instant
there's
clip
definitely
into the
multiple
sand,
120s, but
flip
It was
over the
yeah.
probably
curve and
Casey.
cut way more,
I mean Casey got his
be a lot
second
more
place pretty
faster by at least, I
quick
think,
after this
300
run was set,
milliseconds
but
per one lap. And Guy is
but
the first
it's
and only
pretty much
one
been
to do
stagnant
this
for
3
so
for
long.
3 in a
People have
world
caught up,
record,
but
and when he did this, it saved almost
one has-
half a second on no glitch category.
Look
with
at
all
that
records
cut,
already
dude.
optimized.
Wow.
crazy. What
Like,
up, Carter?
imagine crossing the line and then
Yeah,
seeing
it's just
that.
like, I mean, Guy knew that he just wanted to go all in. Like it was inevitable that once he gets 3 for 3, he's just gonna improve this much. But it's just
So,
crazy
really
to see on a
crazy.
track like this where
I know Casey
the
have
driving
run this
was
for
already
the
really
absolute
good.
longest time now,
Just came down to
and
the
he is
strat.
obviously second roll by, as you can see there. Got very close, but
Yeah.
not there
I-
quite yet.
it was funny because like in
maybe this is
2021 when
the-
this run was set, like I was so biased towards Guy. Like no, there's no way no one's gonna beat it. Even that was back when Casey had this 0.4, and I said stuff like Casey has to go 3 for 3, and it's so hard that he's not gonna do it. And I mean, yes, he still hasn't done it, but honestly, at this point, he could probably just beat it but with 2 for 3 and just call it a day, I guess. But yeah, if Casey gets 3 for 3 with his driving, definitely 119.
Year
Yep.
that Casey
I agree.
will do the job.
Because the best known splits give
what I
like
know-
0.7, right? Or point something like that.
I'm gonna check
There's like
that.
3 new shroom strats
I'll
you can
check it
do.
right
There's
now.
like the 300. There's like yeah.
Yep. So what they give is 102 is actually the fastest. It gives an 816. Then there's an 821 for 300, and then an 861 for 111's actually viable.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy. So literally anything would do, but
I believe
go
the
to
guy
this-
kind of stepped away from the game at least the past
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
or
let's go
so.
to this
the
top
top
10.
If he's dethroned,
See how it's
I don't know if he'll
improved,
really
'cause-
come back or not. But I think long term this will go to a 119 if you have a really
Yeah,
optimized
agreed.
3 for 3. But still, that
It's Canadian.
yes, it
This
is
is
Canadian.
Canadian.
Okay.
But everyone in that top 4 can improve the record. I mean, Caleb's not going to play it,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So there's Big Bork. Yeah, Big Bork also got pretty good at the track. Susio's always been good. And I mean, you obviously have Bint and
Casey's there.
Fatality and Logan. These people who have gotten the 120s, but I think they just kind of gave it up after that. So, but yeah, it's also funny to see like at the very bottom of the list, there's always these names are changing, and there's still one spot that's a 0.3. Like I really want to just see all of them get a 120 and see the tops be more strong. They're not that strong right now.
that run by Guy, this golf clap, that is really,
That's
really
gotta be
impressive.
beaten this year.
Love to
Yeah.
watch that record every single
it's
time.
just got to
By
happen.
who? We'll
Someone's
see.
going to do it.
Surprised me in the past year.
All right, Kay, let's go.
because,
Let's see this shit.
he's
Kay, you
let's
ready
watch
to see
this.
your own
fairly
time?
strong for what it was.
This is
But
insane.
then
Look at this.
The instant
Look at
turnaround.
that, dude.
Wait. Did
clip,
he
like,
say K instead of
Oh
Key?
my
What did he
God.
say?
And doing that at full speed
Go
like
back,
that is
go
just
back.
so.
If
Yeah.
you can.
Doing that like that is just
He might
for
say
what
it
it
again.
was.
Yeah, he might say it again.
Free
Let's just watch the run.
bonk, and you get a really fast.
So I
descent,
can speak a little bit
Yeah.
to this.
bonk there from the hill.
So yeah, like
I
NMeade's
think
saying
you
right
can get,
here,
like, a
biggest spot for
slower,
time save
recovery
is
from
this
that, and
recovery.
you're just losing time there.
So you need to
But
get
I
a very
believe on
good
both
hit.
So
laps
fast.
here,
Key,
gets
he
a
still says
really
key,
fast
oh my
bounce.
That was
Yeah,
good.
I think lap 2 was better than that one there, but that was still pretty fast as well. So,
But yeah,
this
this was the
improved
first
by over
sub.
a
Yeah.
It's
second in the
ridiculous.
past
He's got a
year.
massive lead.
I believe
I don't see
Logan
this
can
being beaten
probably get
unless
this
I
back
want
if
him
he
to
were
do it
grind
himself. He
eventually
wants a
again,
45.
because he was a former record holder here before Key got it. Apart from that,
What a time,
crazy.
though.
this
How
will
many times did
probably
he improve
potentially
it
go to a 45,
after Logan's run?
Maybe.
So he got
This
the
run
he got
seems
the
really strong despite
57,
for how
Three.
fast that
then he
entry
got like a
was
few
to be.
more.
Like, he got a 0.4, and then something, and then a 0.1,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the sub. So the sub came after the 0.1.
His top 10 has improved, but it's I still think it's really
Oh, yeah.
bad to like what it could be when you have people like K and Logan that are way ahead.
Be honest,
There are no record contenders here,
Yeah.
unfortunately, besides K himself and maybe Logan.
It's definitely
Logan might be
better
able to do
still,
it if he comes
because
back.
I remember it was either a year ago or 2 years ago. The 10th place was like 52 seconds or something. I think people just didn't really adapt to the new strats, so that's why there's still slow ass times there.
I'm welcome to be surprised anyway, though. But still,
All right, this
really
run is
treat to
fucking
watch.
crazy.
Now,
More crazy
Yeah,
runs.
wow.
I don't know what happened on this track in 2023. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
Same.
Breakson is literally such
So
a
there's a
crazy
few comments
awesome
to make here
player.
about pace
so it was
locks,
probably, what, a
subs.
couple
Is
of
it
months
possible?
ago,
Yes or no?
and
What would you
I
say?
feel like Breakson just went
154
rapid
sub.
fire, improving
Sub
like
155.
every
Getting to
day you
154,
upload
how
new
realistic?
WR for
Nah.
the
Gonna
happen?
category here.
What would you say?
I mean, yes, the new
And
strats do look
just
kind of
the
OP,
current state
but
of Coconut Mall
I mean,
is
you
really
could-
impressive, especially
yeah.
if you've seen where all
What are
the
the
strats
BKS?
were years ago to now.
What do they give?
There are so many different
Check them.
implementations
I believe
here.
last time I
including where
checked it
you're
was
gonna
a
see on
998.
lap
Let me
two.
check
Uh,
now.
lap 2 is pretty
947, wow. But Ace does
we'll
his
get there
lap
in a
2. So
second.
Ace has 2 of the
But
BKS
regardless,
as
though,
well.
it's also good to
Yeah,
see
on that
Ace, I
note,
believe
Ace could
Ace's
definitely
current
get it,
time,
I'd
he
say.
got
You
this
could
last
definitely
year,
contend for
so
this
it's nice to
time,
see
but
that Ace is trying
I
to
know
play the
Breakson
game a
isn't
little
down
bit
here,
again, including
so
this track.
I feel like
Ace
if
was the first
Breakson
one to
just
get the
improves
first
this
point
one more
five here
time, then
historically, so
he's
hats
just
off
gonna
to
have
Ace
it
here,
for a
his past
while.
record.
But
Yeah.
Breakson has had quite the
I
vice
agree.
grip
Yeah, the
on
vice
both
grip.
categories here for quite a while. And
4-year raid, no
rolling
glitch,
up
7-year
now,
raid,
lap
no
2,
glitch. Wow.
This strat is super sketch, but
guy.
it saves at least 50
It's
milliseconds,
Breakson
I
Mall.
think. Like,
That's
look
what
at
it
that.
is.
He barely
That
skims
strat
by
is
the car,
easy.
gets a
I
third
know
zipper.
Ace
I
told me
believe
that's
that
not as bad as it
addition was
is,
only in the
Yeah.
or
past
it
year,
looks.
if my
And
memory
Meade's making
serves
it look
right.
harder than it is, but
still, I think it's at least
it's
50
not
to
that
80
bad.
milliseconds or so. if you
But I
do it
think,
well.
yeah, for a new player,
That's
it's
stuff
definitely
is
hard.
only
makes
worth
this
it.
easier.
They're doing that
level
strat now,
for
which is
world
cool.
That as
records
well.
now. If your PB is a bit slower than this, it's not really worth it. I don't really think so.
So we're gonna have a
Regardless,
look at the
though,
pace locks here.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure
I
Breakson will
remember
be the
maybe
first
on
one to
Breakson's
tell you all
stream,
that this is,
I'm not sure, I don't want to
still
give any
nowhere near optimized
misinformation,
for him.
but
And I
it
believe
might
long
be
term, he
possible
wants
to
to get
sub.
the 154 done.
But getting
That
the
will
sub
look
here with
really
this right
crazy
here,
eventually.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that day.
those cars are very difficult to sub.
With that in mind, though,
But what a run.
That's crazy.
As
Ridiculous. I'm so glad
impressive
this was improved. I knew
as
he wanted this,
the
but he
no
wants
glitch
more.
record
Still
is here
very like such consistent splits. Like, yes, they can be better, but
right now.
they're still very good.
155.2 is stupid. It's crazy.
This run, all like it
Awesome.
literally didn't have any major
However,
mistakes, at least in my eyes.
We are now.
Yeah.
That is
Exactly, like
fucking
8.5 and a
crazy.
full.
It's just funny that there's like a huge gap in second, and then there's also a huge gap in fifth, and like,
Yeah.
and then it just
Yep.
goes. And
Pace
Infi
lock
is
right there,
still
that's that
10th.
pace
Dude,
lock.
Infi is still 10th. He was 10th last year
Yeah,
too.
he's there, dude. Mhm.
Dude.
Rolling into this.
Oh yeah. Okay, now we
Alright,
know.
yeah.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
go.
2023.
So this is the
Yeah,
YouTube short.
This is the
Bronze
YouTube
This is
shit.
the YouTube short.
This
6-second
new
improvement.
Coconut Mall glitch entry.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, what the hell?
Wow.
Like, what in the world, man?
So,
like,
one thing I also want to comment on
I
is that
should've-
these spin moves
I
on
should do an
Bullet
entire
Bike
video
are a lot
on the
harder than
entire
they seem,
history
right?
of the
So you
Yeah,
may
yeah.
watch
track
them.
because
Bullet
it
Bike
has me
has some,
speechless. I
it's
can't
like
even
pretty
talk right
bouncy,
now.
so
What's really
he must have
entertaining
practiced this
is
a
he's a
lot.
So
full
like
lap
when
ahead
he
of
did
second
that
worldwide
bypass, do
here.
you think he
Most
so every single time he's gotten a bypass, he's always finished the run. Like there is no runs where he actually got it and he didn't make it to the finish line.
Yeah, so what I remember is that the first run, the first ever bypass, it worked, and he got his time, and then he improved it by a second. But in his description, I believe he mentioned that he may have had other runs that got to the parking lot but didn't finish. I don't remember though. Couldn't remember. But this is just like, he was already a goat
of the
at
time
the
Davis coming from
muck
that
bike,
new
and
entry
now he got
instantly
this
from
where
the
he's the
finish
only
line.
one
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
it.
There, as
Wow.
you saw.
This is a
This
very strong
bonkers
run
is
for a second
crazy.
completed
I
run
want to do a
already.
full video
And
of
it's
this
crazy
time
that no one
geeking
else
out
has
on
done
all
this
the
so
entries
far.
in the history of this category in
It's
particular because
definitely
it's nothing
like
short of insane.
It's scary,
it
though.
deserves the screen
It's
time
very
for sure.
scary.
Yeah, the future for this track might be like, you know, let's say like they find a easier method for that, then this top 10 is gonna change during the year, 100%. But I mean, it seems like it's so hard still that, you know, hasn't made a dent. But it's cool that we still have an RTA time with it at
But
least.
shout out to Breakson, he's the only one to still have been able to do that
Yeah.
so far.
Okay.
Now,
All right, let's
even
go.
more surprises here. So
Thank
last
you.
year, I
Thank
did
you.
the recording maybe in March of last year.
Yeah,
I
and we
recorded
messed
these
up.
records
Yeah, this
as
is
of
on
maybe
classic.
I think the
Okay.
category's
February or
dead
so
for
this
new
year.
strats. Yeah.
I've been working on this video for a couple
Well,
weeks
this
now.
track has a lot of potential, especially now that we have this
quite the
rivalry.
treat and a surprising
It's so
comeback
cool.
after all
it's
this
Such
time,
an unexpected rivalry. Like
this
right
battle
after Blake got
is
his time, we all thought it was
Yeah.
the category's dead.
Blake,
Connor
shout out
never
to
come
Blake.
back to this
Yeah,
track, but
it's
then Connor
dead.
comes back, and what do you know, he gets the
Yeah.
record.
Time.
But this
And
run
eventually,
is unfortunate,
Connor
even though
got
it
his
is a
first
record,
world
and he hasn't
record,
touched the record. Yeah, since 2018, he hasn't gotten the record, so it's great that he finally got it back. But
he's really pristine on all the technique-heavy tracks. You'll see his name a little bit. You'll see his name too. Had in mind, Connor had
Glad
his
to see
come up
that
on
Connor
this
is
Yeah.
still competing with the
one
new
of the hardest
playbase because
tracks and
he's
categories
been
in the entire game.
setting records
And
since
eventually, Blake
2018,
did come
like
back.
actively
He
on a
reclaimed his
multiple
throne a
track.
couple of years ago, and claimed his throne a couple of years ago.
okay, my stream is lagging. I gotta pause the video for a sec.
And then, of course,
No, wait. I'm just gonna make sure that the
no worries, no
stream
worries.
comes back to normal. I'll probably have to edit this video later after I've
Okay.
done this, so it
Sure.
actually doesn't matter that we pause here for a bit. I was gonna maybe upload this as a VOD, but now I'm actually gonna edit the video because all right, now it's steady again. All right, let's keep going.
Connor, play it again or try and contend.
Yeah, it's cool that at least Connor beat it. Like, it would have been so
how
unfortunate
hard
that
and
Connor would
ridiculous
have
this
not beat it.
category is now.
Because I mean, he
But
did roll up
that
with
in
the
mind,
improvement this year. That was like a
Connor
one.
finally came
Was it
back.
like a low
I think he got a
145?
144.6
What was
a
his
couple
like
weeks
first
ago.
improvement on the track, where he like kind
Had
of
a
showed that he
heartbreaking
could have
part
gotten
in
the record?
run, but I
But
think he lost at least
So-
a couple hundred milliseconds.
Yeah,
But
so
here
he
now,
had 145
reclaims the
mids, and then I
record,
believe he jumped to a
and,
0.8,
I might be
and then a
wrong,
few
but
days later he got
Oh, yeah.
this
this
run.
might be
Okay.
the first
So
time
two
that he's
144s in the
held
span of
two,
a week.
records at once.
Ridiculous.
oh
I
my
think he's
god,
only
it's
held
annoying,
at least
so
one
annoying. But I
first
mean,
record
a little
at
bit better
once.
trick at
So
the end.
congrats to Connor
Saved
for
it.
that. And the exchange
Wow.
between Blake and
Really
Connor,
nice pace.
continues. So Blake has
won.
been streaming too. So we'll see if
This
he gets
should
it
be
back.
improved,
Yeah,
right?
I think
Regardless,
Connor
this track
is
has
gonna
a
play
mighty
this
way
at
to
least a
go.
bit
I
more,
think
and
long-term this will
I
be a
mean
low
Blake's always gonna be
143.
grinding this
I'm
track,
sure
so you
both
never know what
Connor
he's gonna
and
pull
Blake
out.
will,
I mean,
agree with
Julian
me
can
in
definitely
saying
get a
that,
lower time. I think
when
he can get
all
like a
the
144,
stars align
but
for
I
that
don't
to
know about
happen,
the record. It
it'll
seems a little bit unlikely.
Moving on. We now have
But we'll see, we'll
Wario's
see.
Gold Mine, where both categories also had an
This track
improvement
hasn't
in the
done-
past year.
This is a
So
good
first
ass
off,
run for
Logan
for
got
sure.
the
I don't know, is the lap
record
3
from Luke here.
minecart like an
Logan,
issue? Because I
enters the fold
see
as
like
the
Luke,
second player
he
to
lost
get
a bit on it.
149
Logan does
here
it,
on Gold
definitely
Mine,
deals
no glitch.
with it better, but
And
they're both
couple
kind of
years
fucked by
ago,
it. So I don't really
I
know
guess it was
like,
2021.
is it an issue on any faster pace than this?
No?
Because their lap
Yeah,
3
I think
split
it
is
was
always
2021.
slower than lap 2.
Where the entire revolution of Gold Mine happened, where
Let's
that
take a
beginning
look at
turn
it.
skip was a thing, but then the detach here happened.
I
Shout
believe
out to
he
Justin
gets.
for finding
I know
this way
Luke's
back
old
then.
run gets one bad
And
detach,
then everything was
which
completely
loses a little bit.
revolutionized. Vincent's
So
old
we can see the multi, we can see
115.5
how much it
record, which is
loses,
still
but
impressive
these
for the whole
soft drifts
strategy
are a
used.
lot
Yeah,
harder
yeah.
than they look.
Finally dethroned.
Can't
and
really
has
put it into
allowed
words how
players
hard
now
that
to get
actually
the
is.
first
Like you can see the
149.
Because I believe
input
like if you do the
such
I
precise
think
turbo
inputs.
long-term, I
slip
think there's still
on
more
lap 2 and
to
lap 3,
go.
like that's what Justin did
I
in
think
his
the
run. I
biggest
think it's a
issue
little bit
now is
slower,
going
right?
to
Because
be
you're
the
literally getting
mine
one less
cart on
MT.
lap 3, which
Lap
is
1 it's
easy
the only
to
way to do it, but
but
lap
still,
lap 2 and
guess,
lap 3 it seems like
the
you kind of
beginning
have to do a
turn
double
is
soft
really
drift
impressive.
on that, and
Saves
it's
a
like the
good
first one
amount
is a
of time,
super
but
soft,
this
which is really
detach
hard.
right here, if you do it really well, I believe it saves
So there's
at
Luke's
least
bad
300
detach.
milliseconds
So
per
Logan
one lap,
cut a little bit off
as
there,
opposed
like
to
30, 40
going to the left
ms.
side,
The only thing that I'm
the
interested
past.
to see, like
It's just
how
so
are they
funny
gonna deal
how,
with the
like,
minecart lap
Wario's,
3,
like,
the one
fingers
before the
just now
detach,
pointing
because
down
that
right
is
here,
really close
and,
to
like,
like.
for 14 years we just went to the other side.
I mean,
know?
they could probably
But,
just go a little bit wider and lose
regardless,
a bit,
though,
but
this track is so fun to play.
seems like it's a
always one of
very
my
close
favorite tracks
call.
for sure. And
Because that's
this is
I
such
think
a
that's the
unique,
reason why Logan
truly
actually beat
unique
Luke here
track
was
to
because
play
Luke was
now. I
actually
feel like
ahead, but
every 5-10
Right here you
seconds
see
or
how
so,
he's
you're
gonna
doing some type
gain
of
a bit.
intensive strat here. So there's a lot
They
of
just kind of
moving
have to
parts
take that
going
slower,
on.
I guess.
And then you can get bounces.
Will there be any new contenders here for the record?
So,
Definitely.
I reckon
were to come back,
Vincent,
both
yeah, and
Logan
it's saying
Logan
here,
improved.
Vincent is still
I think
there.
Casey
Vincent
here
Yeah,
can
I mean
get
he's
this, in
definitely
my
the
opinion.
best driver in this track,
Also,
and
I
Logan.
think
I would say
Justin,
they're
though,
both
Justin were
really
to try
good.
and
So
grind
it's
this
like
out,
any one of
like
these
he
three could probably get a new
eventually
time
enter
here,
back
but
to the fold, as well.
I mean we know
But with
Vincent
that
from
in
the
mind,
past that he's really good at
2
driving, so he
149s
can
right
definitely
now.
still get a better run
Rest
than
of the
that for
entire top
sure.
10 is low 150s now,
I
so
think Luke
congrats to
isn't
the
down here.
players
He definitely wants to get it back.
Moving on now to
Alright.
the glitch category.
Yep. It's a little
the
bit inactive,
trading
Yeah, that's
of the
true.
just
hand
slightly.
It got the hype
continues.
immediately after the
Spanish
match
level.
strats, but like
player
it kind of died
Pollo,
out pretty fast.
returns to reclaim
But
the
I think it was cool
record
that
from
many people
Ray,
were
and
So
able
this
to get
is-
like
fun
new
fact,
times
in case
there.
you guys
Yep.
don't know, Ray is a Wii
Yeah,
wheel
I agree.
player.
Anyways, I was going to
The whole
comment on
motion
this,
control
right?
thing,
So,
yeah,
we've
but
got some
Ray's
competition
second
at the
worldwide,
top,
that ghost right there,
and
the former world
these,
record
getting a time as
is
fast
the
as this is
flimsy
so
wheel
precise,
to
it's
do
really
all
hard
Yeah,
to
that.
put
this
into
just
words.
kind of
Really
looks
Getting
like
these,
every other
first
Pollo
glitch
was the
world
first
record
player to get
here.
the 3
Like
for
if
3
we go
play
back
best
like 4
world
years,
record,
it
and he came
kind of
back,
looks
I
the
think,
same to me.
exactly
But
13
honestly,
years
like I
later,
feel like they're just
March of
improved the
2023, I
driving
would say.
standard
And
more.
it's just a treat to
It's
see they
just
still
those
trying
little
to grind
things.
down the
and the
time
Yeah.
here.
turnarounds,
He reclaimed it after all this time.
and the pipe
Do you-
bounces, got to get them fast, got to get
Do you
them
think
more
they're gonna start
fast.
doing the
significant improvements
like the
here,
pole
that I'm not really too sure.
hit?
I'm sure probably like
Yeah,
a
like
3
whole
month
hit.
the big ass
will
does.
probably
I
happen
don't think
eventually,
so.
Seems
just for
pretty
having
hard
the
for
absolute
sure.
Best pipe bounces, turnaround, the bounce off
Yeah,
the
I
wall,
don't think so.
first frame MT.
I
How much
find
does
that
that
hard to
save?
see that being improved.
Now,
I'm
Daisy Circuit,
not sure.
this
I know
was
they do it for
improved
flat,
in the past
but
I know
I'm not
Logan's
sure.
BKS has it, but it's
Logan,
it looks
I
very
believe-
unrealistic.
I gotta consult.
Yeah.
MT
Anyways, this run, though,
Maybe
here.
someone will
Luke
grind
got
it.
this like very recently.
Yeah.
It was nice that he finally got it back after so long.
So,
He
this is
did.
Logan's
Oh, this is
run.
Logan's run.
So,
Oh yeah,
Logan,
okay.
got
Yeah, it's on
another
classic
improvement
input,
here.
and it's
A
Logan's
really
soft
Oh yeah, it
important
says Luke's
improvement
second place.
because
Okay, yeah.
this
So
is
this is the point
first
4, isn't it?
world record
Did oh no, Logan got a point 3.
This is the
that has 3
no, this is a low 3, isn't it?
Stair dive
No,
is
no,
what
no.
happens
A
when
low
you
4.
land at the very
Low
edge
4.
of the lip here at the staircase. It propels you forward.
So this
and
was
you
a
get
3
really,
out of
really
3,
fast
was it? Or 2
momentum.
out of 3, I don't
Seeing
remember.
that
Because the
comparison
first
there,
one he got was 3
you
out of
can use
3.
your eyes.
Oh, no, the
That's pretty
second
fast.
one was a 3 out of 3. So this
Yeah,
should be a
yeah.
3 out
Not
of
getting
3.
a stair dive, you're losing at least
Did he get-
roughly maybe 200
How many
milliseconds
records
per
did he
one
get
lap,
here?
or more. It could
Like
be
it
way
still
more than
shows
that. You could
Luke's
get a very high
425.
record
That's like the
land,
old ass run,
if your
right? That's
top
the
is really badly
super old.
timed.
Yeah,
However,
that's
this
the
world record
2018,
is now out of
2019
date
run.
as of I think 1 or 2 days ago.
And then Logan beat it by
because
1
Luke
ms, and then
actually
got a
just
yeah.
reached
This is
third
the
again. This is the
point
411,
three,
lower
is it?
0.3 times.
Has to be a point 3.
So that's really exciting.
No.
Okay.
Seeing the tree in the hands.
Oh,
of
wait.
Thor.
Look, the improvement is
no,
50
no,
ms,
this-
I don't
so
know
it
if
has
he
to
has
be.
3 for 3 stair dives in that run or not. It's not recorded yet, so I
okay.
don't really know. But regardless, though,
Yeah,
think
I mean, this is
not
long-term
even
127
record
might be
anymore,
very
but
difficult because,
It's a good ass run,
high
but
three.
lap 2 and
Okay.
I
3
think Luke's
splits
current
are
run
slightly
is Luke
conducive.
definitely has the
I mean,
better
best
driving
results
overall.
anyway.
Like
To
if he just
get
gets the 3 for 3
from one
and
to
drives
six.
solid, he could
But
definitely do
lap
some
1 is
damage.
just the hardest one because it's naturally the slowest
His
lap.
current
Maybe a
yeah.
point 1.
Regardless,
2.1
though, it
definitely
seems like
looks-
the rest of the
That
top 10
top
is
10,
fairly
Yeah,
dormant.
I mean
No one
it's
has
cool
really
that the top 10 is
changed a little
now
bit.
128, like all 128s now, but yeah, all of
Yeah.
these point 9s, they're just nowhere near the standard. It's not even close.
Yeah,
Mm,
look at the leaderboard. Wow.
yeah.
cracking into the top 2 anytime soon, but that can always change. We shall see.
This one is
Now,
interesting for sure.
As of
Right.
this year as
Yeah,
well,
this-
both categories for
Yeah,
Koopa
this will
Cape
too
have
sustain.
Yeah,
also
it has
been
It's
to.
got it
improved.
right.
As we can
Even
see
like
here,
the-
Logan
There's
is
just
on top
too
for
many
this track,
mistakes,
and
in
my
is,
opinion.
number 2.
Like if you
But
just
Luke's
watch the
time
This is
here
kind of
is
like
206.
this is
I
kind of
I
like
believe it's the
BKS
last
in a
one.
way.
This
There's a
wasn't
lot of
a former
strats,
world
and
record,
you
it was
can't get
his
everything in one
improvement
run. But the
that
more
almost
strats you
reclaimed the
pull
record
off,
here.
like
And
well,
as you're gonna see,
obviously it's gonna be
definitely
better
both
time,
the
but
Logan and the Luke show
that's
for a
just
lot
where
of
the
these tracks
standard's
here,
gonna
especially
be
for the
at
glitch
now. You just
categories.
gotta get everything, and you gotta
These
get
two
everything
are some
well.
of the all-time best players in the
Yeah,
game
216
especially
definitely
Yes,
doable.
exactly.
I don't know about like a mid 216. Is
and
that a
the
thing?
strats
But
here now in KC
the
are truly insane,
BKS is
and this
definitely
not
give like a
even
really
using
nice
all the
time
known
here. But
strats as of yet. The biggest one that's not being used in this run right now is the
So there's like
actual
actually a few
detach
people. So
and
John
switch
was
to
still
the
here,
right,
right?
which I
And
believe
then,
saves
my opinion,
at least 100
Logan
or
has a
more
little bit
milliseconds
faster
delay
driving
now.
than
Yeah.
Luke it
I
seems,
believe
but Luke
John
is
Woo
very
is also a
consistent
South
at
Korean V-Roll
like
user,
just
former
getting,
world record
because
holder
he's
in this
always
track
been
Yeah.
a
as
record
well.
holder
He's
here,
been playing this in
so
the
he's
past
got
year, from what I
experience
can
playing
tell.
this at top level. Logan just got
believe
this out of
Yeah.
the blue,
his
kind
older
of.
runs,
He
has
could
done a
216,
detach into
John
the
Wood
pipe
could,
as
and
well,
Luke could.
and it
What do
saves
you
That's what I got
a
think
to
lot
about
of
say.
anyone
time.
else? There's like
And I
Justin
think
and
long-term
Fox
for
and.
sure, I think this track is gonna go to.
Is there anyone else with a
Yeah,
217?
it's
Is that
too big
it?
of a gap.
216 if all the known strats are.
We'll see the top 10, I
I
guess.
actually
But
didn't
Ace?
realize it doesn't even
No,
do the
no, Ace
pipe
has a
wheelie
low
lap too.
218,
Huh,
right?
interesting.
Don't remember.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't watched these runs
But
for a
this
Yeah,
is a
while.
low
it's such a
217.
high
Normally when
It's
I
a
standard.
try
very
to
big
Yeah,
gap.
record the runs
this is
for
another
these
one of those
videos, I
tracks
try
where it's
not
just
to
like the
actively
gap's so
watch it,
big.
so I'm kind of surprise myself once more. So that was a treat. So he
Yeah, that
definitely
was a
lost
that was a
lot of time lap
low
two,
9
didn't
lap
do
too.
the
It wasn't really
wheelie,
that
in
good.
the pipe, and also had a really bouncy
Yeah,
shroom
especially in a
exit.
record
So
run, you'd expect a
the way
little
you
bit more,
get
but the
bounced
lap
Yeah.
one
there
was
is
solid.
pretty convoluted and pretty
And this
annoying.
lap 3 is solid.
If you're gonna see at the end of
I
lap
reckon
three,
this will
there's a
finish as a
waterfall there, but then the
216 by
arc of
Luke
it,
Yeah.
this
next
little
year. That'd be my
graded
I
guess.
think
metal
a
thing,
216
if you barely
like
touch that, it's kind
it's
of
gonna
prone to
happen.
getting a lot of
I think
bounces
that's
like
something
that,
that's gonna
and,
definitely happen.
if you were to rewind that lap
By
too,
who, I
all
don't
those
really know, but
incremental bounces just loses
it's
a
definitely gonna be one of
crap
those
load time.
people.
So, with that in mind, though, this is still an
Yeah.
awesome record. I think still more to be done here for sure. I think the first
Yeah,
260
you can
will
see how
happen
he
here.
just
There's
got
been
up there.
plenty
You
of
can see from
activity
the
here in the
multi.
past year, obviously, from when I spoke
Oh,
about
that's a high
before.
one. Oh,
Um,
okay.
Logan,
Yeah,
Luke,
look at those
Jungwoo,
splits,
all
dude.
three
Yeah.
can definitely
Triple
is
point
such
six and
like a
that's it.
They've been the
It's
main
literally
Koopa
that.
players,
All you need.
active here for the past little while.
It's a
Um,
sandwich.
Yeah, it seems like there's 5 people with a 217. So I mean, yes, Justin and Fox can definitely like. I mean, Justin's run is old as shit, so I mean, he could implement some of the new strats and get a better time for sure. Fox, I think Fox's run does all the strats because it's like a pretty recent time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. And then
Ace also
Ace's
does all
run
the
is,
current
I'm not
strats.
sure. It's too
Yeah,
big of a
these
gap.
all of these times are like
That's
yeah,
a whole second though.
it's nowhere near. But I mean, yeah, one of these top 3, one of them is definitely contend for the record.
Yeah. I agree.
Fox also old
Worldwide
world
Top's
record
got a
holder
big
here
improvement
as
as
well.
well.
Yeah.
He
So
tied Justin's time, I think,
Nice.
at least
Yeah,
a year
definitely more
ago,
improvements
but,
on
the rest
worldwide
of the
tops as
pack
well.
is pretty far behind. The rest of the pack is pretty far behind. So
Gotta post the,
we'll
I
see.
gotta post the video again.
this one
My
is
stream's
actually
lagging.
really cool. So
Fucking idiot.
that's
So
fine.
just wait for a bit. Let it settle again.
It's all good.
Right, it seems to be
Alright.
fine now. I'll backtrack a little bit.
So yeah, Carter's saying 216 is the new 217.
Yeah.
I agree.
So true.
I agree. I remember the fabled 217 when it was happening. Everyone was getting hype.
It's so
Standard just
crazy because
got
like then,
so
then
much
there's
with
also the
just
runs from
race.
like 2016, 2015 when Fox gets the sub 218 and that was like also insane. But it's just like every
219.
yeah sub 219 and then
yeah.
I mean yeah sub 220 has always been a thing. That's like a really old thing, but yeah, it's just crazy. So
Yeah,
much
fair enough.
improvement. People just get like more consistent at these really annoying tech heavy tracks. They're just willing to grind enough so that they finally like get the new standard for it.
Holder here as well. He tied
Yes.
Justin's time, I think, at least a year ago.
All right,
but,
this
the rest of
one
the
I have
pack is
no
pretty far
clue like
behind,
how
so,
this.
we'll see what happens in the future. Now,
Yeah.
Koopa
So
Cape glitch.
there's a lot
I
to
still
look here
cannot
that
believe
doesn't like
this
you don't
can
see it,
occur
but
on
if you
Koopa Cape.
actually like look at a
The whole
multi-ghost
discovery
and you
of,
pay
like, the
attention
different
to
wall
his
properties and getting
drivings
inside the
and
whole wall and
everything,
you're gonna
it's
see in a little
actually
while.
a very
So is
strong
this
record. This had a
this
very
is
good cut.
comparing to K,
from
right? Who had the previous record?
I think most of the glitch and shortcut categories in this
Lawrence,
game are
it-
really hilarious, but insane to
I'm
watch
not
at the
sure.
exact
K
time.
I mean,
K
I
had a
would check
record
now, but I'd
last
like to
year.
watch the
I
run.
remember that,
Initially,
but
obviously, with any new type of glitch like this, most often
yeah,
we'll
I
try
don't
to
know
do it
whose
on
run
one
he's
one
comparing
Lawrence
to.
got a
time.
It's just like
this
did
time.
Lawrence just get a
Waste
one record
almost 1 minute to get
after
one
K's
type of
record,
hard
or did
glitch.
he improve it
It's not really
himself?
practical to try and get the record, obviously, right? But now,
Yeah, I'm not
past few
sure.
records, there's a
I'm not sure on
alternate
that one.
doing
They
it
did
on
exchange, I
Moonview,
believe, briefly,
and,
but
just
right
looking
here,
at the old
this
splits and
entry,
everything for the world record,
so that
they
split
save
can be
all the
improved
time, the
by
fastest
You could do like no
0.5.
stop.
That lap
seen
one
here, like
can
a
definitely be
Really
improved.
scene,
fast.
Stop, turn around,
and
shroom again.
You can
Yeah.
get
behind
faster,
the
yeah.
finish line, all the checkpoints
I mean, there's
work out,
definitely like
and once
potential
they
for
land,
a lot of
they
people to
the
still get
boost,
this
they
if
cross
they
the
just grind
finish
enough.
line,
But
and bam, lap cap. So,
You have to look at the top 10,
Anyway,
or what
with
top
that
10,
in
who's
mind,
going to do it right.
I still cannot
Probably
believe
okay,
K
that
and
it's
for now,
Lawrence.
but
possible.
this lap 3
Um,
is a good split.
I think
This is a very good
long-term,
split lap
just
3,
the
so you
play
can
here
pay
is
attention to the
just
driving here.
as
It's a
fast of an
48.8,
entry
I
as
believe,
possible,
which is
a fast
actually a
quick
very
setup.
solid glitch
Yeah.
lap.
Apart from that, just really being really fast with the spear on the driving both before
I'd like
and
to see
post
this
glitch
improved
as
though,
well.
but it's a little bit old. It's
As
getting
far as what
old,
the possible
the
time
record.
could be, if it shows 1 for 3 with the spear like this, I'm anticipating
Connor
maybe
could
like
probably
a high
get a solid time
143
here
at
too.
least, I would
On
think.
Casey no glitch.
Wait, what did
As far
NMeade?
as like a
Hold
2
up.
for 3
NMeade
or a 3
said a
for 3
high
happening,
143.
that still
What?
seems,
Are
I think
the
He made
enemy
143.
enemy
That's
like
what he meant.
estimates are always like based on BKSs, and
unless
I think
some
that's a little bit
new,
like
entry methods
you're just a
are,
little bit
discovered
overestimating
here.
everything. But
Because I believe
I
we
mean,
have
I
some
guess in
new
the near
streamers.
future, like if the
I don't know how they're
BKSs
gonna do
improve a
that.
little bit more, maybe. But
Humanly, I have no idea.
I think it mostly comes down to that
Regardless, though,
entry.
Lawrence is back
That's
on
it.
top
I don't know.
here,
Is that
and
really
both Lawrence and
2-second
Keane,
worthy or a
running the
second worthy
entire pack
time
here.
save?
They're
Probably a
so far away from
second,
the rest
but
of the crowd, but
you
we'll see
still
what
have to
this
drive
next year
well.
brings.
So
I'd
it's
say
a lot to
One of my
ask for
tracks,
sure.
of
That'd be
course.
cool.
A lot of bias here, obviously. Maple
Yes.
Treeway no glitch
Definitely.
has not seen an improvement still in the past year.
Oh, this was
Demon's
like...
time
Yeah,
is
this is the
still
same
nothing
run
short of
still.
absolutely insane.
There's really not much
Low
to say here,
213,
honestly. It's
3 for
just
3
so
turn
good.
skip, and 3 for 3 like
It
actual
could
good turn
obviously
skip
be
because
better,
to
but
make a
who's
turn skip
counting
in
when
itself
you
may not
get
be
3
all
for
that
3
fast.
turn
As
skips
you
like,
can see over here,
and you're
there's
over
here, but
like 2
that,
seconds ahead. Yeah,
hit the boost
literally.
panel, shroom,
This
horizontal
is just
momentum hop,
demon.mp4
and
right
bam,
here.
you've
Like,
cut
just
How long has
enjoy
his
it.
reign been here? It's been
And,
since 2017
there's
at least.
Just get your popcorn and enjoy the
And-
run.
perfect next.
Oh, God.
This is not this Flare
Um,
second
Yeah.
worldwide ghost.
'cause
Sorry,
Kisaragi,
Flare.
he
You
got
did
a
upload your time and time, man. There's no
216.
ghost data there, so
1 or 216 then I hope NMeade shows the
I'm
rank.
gonna local record this just in case because it seems like the stream's lagging a bit, so I can have the local recording as well.
Okay.
Should have done that from the very beginning, but
Okay.
so let me check how the stream's doing right now. We don't really It seems like it's. I mean, now it's working, but okay, we'll just keep going.
Mhm.
Yeah, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
upload your time and time, man. There's no ghost data there, so
Yeah, I
the
just
ghost
got
in this
done
video is
saying,
third worldwide. French player Victor.
Yeah, Kisaragi, he got
has the
his
best no
run in
turn skip
2016
time
or
with the Treeway,
2017. I
so
believe it was
impressive.
2016, so Demon's had this for
Regardless,
such a
Yeah.
though,
long time, 7-8
Flair's in
years.
second place. It's been good
Yeah,
to
it's
see,
definitely Demon's
someone
track.
else trying to
Close
really
Ghost is
try and
pretty close.
close
Really
the
no
gap now
competition here.
between second place and
Was there
Demon,
literally
because
anyone that could have had
as
the
you can
record
see,
after Kisaragi?
the differential of second
Yes,
worldwide to
I'd
Demon
say.
is still over 2
I
full
mean,
seconds.
any of the good no turn
on a
skip
no-glitch
drivers, if they
category
learned turn skip, they could have
makes
done
no
it. But
sense.
this is just
Demon
a very good
Yeah.
3 out of
built with
3.
the
But it
Treeway,
seems like
Can be
the
a little bit better,
competition.
but
yeah,
this is just
it seems like the
Demon is
competition
running
has
so
like
bad
2016.
down here. The Cameo
they have
Treeway
they have
is
started to do like
Demon,
what Demon
and
has
his
done,
time is
which is
nothing
like doing the
short
turn
of literally
skips, but
insane.
they
It
only
could have
they
been
like
almost
come
212
years
in his
later,
current
you
run
know,
here
like
if the
Demons
ending lap
Demons
was
does like
better.
1 for
But
3 or 2 for
regardless,
3,
will this be
and then
improved in
you know no one has
2024?
done it, but
Absolutely
then
not.
like once
It's
he
not
actually
Demon.
gets a
This
good
is
run
gonna
like
stand
this
for quite
one,
a while.
then people
I
actually
don't
start
see
going for
anyone
it again,
touching this for
I guess.
a very long time.
So it's like people
I
are
don't think there's any more
slowly but
significant
surely they're like
strat
following,
changes for the no-glitch
getting
category
closer,
apart
but
from doing the shroomless.
Demon still has a
Yes.
huge
But
lead.
doing the
So
shroomless, couple of things. One,
That's
way
so
harder,
crazy.
and two,
this ending is
So
still very
amount of money you
good
can
considering
save to save the
like how
mushroom
nervous he
is
is here.
almost
I know it's
inconsequential
slower.
for how hard this human
Barely
Yeah,
task
missed
like that's
the
unfortunate,
net.
but
so with
barely
that in
missed
still
mind,
that
played it
with over
solid.
2 seconds of a lead,
Still goes for nosedive. Fucking crazy.
If
dude.
And got a
doesn't
flat
come back,
landing. Got a flat
I think
landing.
this exact
Yeah,
record
what a beast.
would
Gosh,
stand
those
for
splits
at
look
What a
good.
champion.
Even though lap 3
another
is slower than lap
3
2, but
years
it's still good.
uncontested. That's my prediction. Fellas, prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
do it, please.
dude.
I
I mean, it could be like a 209 if you just fucking do the shroomless, but you know, how realistic is that?
Second place, truly insane. Glitch
That run won't
category
be beaten in my
also
opinion.
not improved.
That's just very
If he doesn't
solid.
touch it, no
Dez
one's
has a
beating him.
Oh, this is
133
cool.
here,
This
and
this was not improved.
trying
Yeah,
to
this is still the
This is
same.
Ghost.
category here, I believe.
No.
A
I
little
think
bit
this run
of
gets
this
a
half
tree
rate,
hit
pretty
or
I wanna
something
say.
funny happens, and then a
he
bad
had
land.
No, no,
really
no. So this.
heartbreaking fail.
No, no,
I
no,
believe
no.
on
So
lap
that's the
3,
old run. That's the 135 by
he barely
Demon. This is by
failed
Dez.
this
okay.
shroomless recovery here.
So
Um,
he does this
the
for
visual,
out of 3,
the
which is actually a lot
sketch,
harder than it looks
and
on
it's even
speed with
harder
the
to really pull
acceleration.
off. There is just a lot of
And
underlying
it's just a good
shenanigans
threat
there
for
to
it, that's
get
what
the
this run
actual
is.
Yeah, yeah.
momentum to
However,
carry.
it doesn't
to get the
Yeah.
actual momentum to
Any
carry you, get the
look.
lip, get the airtime
Okay.
off of that, momentum to
Cannons
carry you,
and
get the
Demon, but pretty
off of
close.
that.
Would have been a very big world record.
Yeah.
Long term, this 128, I think. If the
I actually agree with
the
NMeade
fast
here.
About
one
what?
Shroomer
However,
goes 3 for
he said
3,
long term
but practicality of that is just so
go down
low. But
to a 128, but long term, that's long term. Oh, sorry, yeah, this does have a tree hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the hut hit, but yeah, this has a tree hit. This
Fast-
is still clean though.
Yeah.
If this will be improved, it's just if Demon plays it. I'm not sure if Dez plays the game anymore, but this
Yeah.
one is solid. This recovery is so fast.
underneath there,
It's
and still
ridiculous. Pay attention to
way
it here.
faster than
Spears,
doing that
no
very
no
slow start
acceleration.
current strategy right now.
Just wow,
So
barely
with that
makes
in
it.
mind,
Does it 3
Will
times.
this be
What a-
improved in 2024? I'm gonna say
It's one thing you can
perhaps.
appreciate. I think this is
Death
an
Bill is
807.
improved.
Is it?
Also, this ending freaks me out every single time.
Yes.
What about
That-
task entry?
No idea.
Task glitch
Either
entry.
way,
What is that? Is that
yeah,
like?
Demon doesn't come back,
Is there a Taz
and
entry?
Death doesn't try to
I mean, is he
improve.
talking about like the?
Oh,
This
with
was
this
stand for a
spin
little
drift off
while.
of the.
But there's still way
Um,
more to be done here.
I'm
but
pretty sure
of
it's
course,
just talking about
way
the
easier said than
ball clip, right?
Yeah.
Grumble,
I'm not sure.
Volcano.
I mean, that's just
no
like
glitch,
maybe they go for that 1 for
also
3
not improved.
if the pace is
As mentioned
slower,
before,
but
you're gonna see Connor's
it's really-
name. Connor's now
really
back for
annoying.
second worldwide here.
There's
That's
no
the current
glitch,
goes
right?
being compared against
This
Barney,
Barney still.
who is still the one
Yeah.
and only sub
Yeah.
151
Can I just
here
say,
with
like,
150.9
this run,
that's playing
we
right
touched
now.
on it on DKC
And,
before. We were like,
No one's
Count
beating
yeah,
Barney.
so
Barney
we thought when the record
playing
was
this
set,
in the
no one's
past
beating
year.
Barney. He had such a big
Yeah.
lead.
There's been a
And
good
then
amount
how
of
many
Mm.
people are close to him
Yeah.
now?
At
Like,
least from
there's
what I
so
saw
many
on the
people.
charts,
Everyone's
getting
way,
closer
way,
now,
way
and I
closer.
feel like-
this time last year,
Logan and
it was
Yeah, it's
Connor.
like anyone can get a 150
Logan,
now. It's
I
not
think at
that
least one
like
other
hard as it
person
used to
Yeah.
be
got pretty high in the top
when no one was even
100.
close. When the record was like a .3
So
or
the
some
entire
crap.
attach room there looks really awesome.
Yeah.
Way faster.
This
Yeah.
will go down the.
And I
I'd
think
say.
long term this still has a little
Who
bit to
though?
go, but
Like, you got 3 people
this
that can do it. Maybe
category-
4.
Doesn't
it's
Barney
just
get like
really
all the low tricks
finicky,
on this run?
just especially for the orange ramps are a source
Yeah,
of major frustration
that was the one
for
thing.
everyone.
This was the first
And
record.
obviously
You know,
the
he
ending
might have had
shroom
one before
strat
that got all
too,
the
this
lows,
looks
but
really crazy
in this
and
run
it's
he
even
got
more
the ending
crazy to
low 3
pull off
times. He
in
got
a
the
fast
low trick 3
fashion.
times
Yeah.
before the shroom, and he
With
got
that
good
in mind,
shrooms. But the
Connor
lap 3
almost did
shroom,
reclaim this
also
world
the lap
record too in
3
the past
low
year.
trick is
Yeah.
really
So
good
I
looking.
think this will
That's
see
what I
an
remember this. I
improvement
remember seeing it. I was like,
one
oh, it
this
looks so
coming
nice.
year.
It's not as hard to
Yeah.
do as it
By
looks.
who?
The
It
wall
could be
clip.
at least by a
on.
couple of people that are good enough, I think.
I
to
reckon
do the
Logan will
job.
Yeah.
get this though.
Um,
That's my prediction.
Logan,
I think there's many
Connor,
other
Barney, anyone can improve.
significant
I know Barney told me that he's not
strategies
playing
that are
this until
on-
someone beats him. So he's not touching the record
I don't
right
really
now,
know.
but I mean he's
I
definitely
think
coming
they're
back
doing
if
mostly
Connor or
Makes
everything.
sense.
I
Logan.
think you see
Was there
the
anyone
zipper
else
ramp
besides
that's
those
up on
two?
the lip over there. The task uses it.
We're
Yeah,
gonna see on
but
the
I
top
let's take a
10.
look at it. I mean
Maybe.
Fox is also like kind of high, but
I think it's
I don't
not
really know about him.
practical because, you know, the
He's
rapid fire hopping is
probably
Yeah.
not gonna grind it, yeah.
at this point. But
Mm.
either way,
That
though,
low, oh my
I always
God,
love watching
dude.
this track. It's really cool. And
That's
seeing
subbed by a
how
lot as
hard
well.
It's a
the
very
tracks
good
sub.
lap 3.
However,
get all the ramps to go well. So with
Yeah,
that in mind, hats off to
definitely.
Barney for still having his reign for being
yeah,
quite
Barney's
well
just
now.
like he's had the
I think
record
only
since
3 or 4 years,
2016,
so
hasn't
hats
he? Something like that.
I mean Luke is also
at that
4th.
top-
I didn't realize
top
that it was
three.
that high. And Fox's time I think it's still the same.
Yeah,
It might have
Luke's
been
the-
improved a bit, but I remember he had a .3 like
Yeah.
2 years ago. Yeah, okay.
It's the same. Yeah,
And then
it's the
everyone else
exact
is
same
just
run.
kind of
That used to be
these
second.
are. I think everyone has adapted to the new task shroom. Like the old shroom is not a thing anymore. But
Jared?
oh yeah, Jared's run is not.
Isn't Jared's?
Oh,
Oh, no,
maybe
Jared
it did.
improved.
Yeah,
Yeah, it improved. Yeah, because the me is
Yeah.
different than the.
but it's yeah.
AP
It seems like the
2K.
task strat wasn't like a thing that people couldn't do. Like everyone can do it 3 for 3. That's for sure. It just comes down to getting all the lows and driving solid everywhere. What do you think? This could probably go down to like a 0.8, 0.7 maybe.
I reckon. Yeah, I'd say honestly you could. 0.6
It's
is a little
like,
bit
yeah.
too much of a big ask, but like a high 7, low 8, it's very realistic. I reckon Logan and Connor are both gonna
Yeah.
150 it. However, who'll have record? It's hard to say because Barney
True.
might improve it.
Good
If
for
he
you,
gets
Barney.
beaten,
Congrats, man.
it might
That's
not
awesome.
get beaten. You never know.
But this might be improved in the coming year.
But I just
only
remember
time will
when
tell.
watching
We
Logan
shall
play
see.
this on his stream.
Miyake.
He was doing
Miyake,
some pretty good
the
laps.
Here we go.
time-old legacy goat here.
Here we go. Look at this entry. Look at this entry. Look
turn.
at that dude. He's the only person
Dude,
in the
he's
world
off
that can do
screening,
that.
Bob.
That's
He's
amazing.
driving. No,
Gyron
Jaren's
really
catching up.
shook up the stage here.
And
at
then
least
Jaren
1.5
gets
years
BKs.
ago.
He gets
Oh,
BKs. And then
Nyake.
Nyake gets a
Nyake
really
was
good
kind of
lap
out of
through.
the game here
That
for
just proves the
quite a
fact that
while.
there's
Yeah,
still
that's
so much
amazing.
more to
Nyake is
improve there. I
persistent.
know
The
it's like
goal since
really annoying to
2009,
drive that rock,
got into
but
the strategy
you know,
changes
you
of
can
the
just see
outside
how
big
someone
bikes and
catches
now
up and the other
inside,
one like loses.
Placker,
Like there's still
and that
definitely
time
time
is
to save.
stupid,
But
it's crazy, it's insane. Will
Yeah,
it be
didn't
that's
improved
also
Jaren say that
later?
he's not playing
Always a
this?
I wanna say, though-
possibility, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Jaren
Okay.
might play it, I'm not sure. But I also want to say that if Shane learns, because Shane got BKs recently on lap 3, Shane's actually very good at rock driving. I'd say he's the second best rock driver behind
Okay.
Jaren. And I'd say Nyaki's just the best at the entry. If Shane learns Jaren's version of the entry, which isn't too unrealistic like Nyaki's, he's just superhuman. I reckon Shane can actually contend here. I'm actually just
Yeah.
going to throw that out here. Shane will have a 15, like a mid 15
Gotcha.
by the end of the year.
What do you
And it'd be
what
a
would you
record
say about
contender
the time in
if he
general?
plays
Where
it.
could it go? Carter is saying that it could be or that he's saying that it could be 14, but that seems
14 is a little bit too much because the RTA test it gave like a 945, I believe, and that was with like strats that aren't even done in world record. Let me
BKs,
check
yeah.
BKs
Let's check it
actually.
out.
Let's see. They give an 029. So the BKs recently got improved to like a mid 2, which is insane. Lap
Yeah.
3, that's very fast. And yeah, all 3 of the people that I've named, Shane, Jao, and Yaki, all of them have the
Gotcha.
BKs. So might be seeing
Alright.
some
There's no
interesting
improvement in
things.
the coming year, but
I reckon there'll be
just-
competition.
Nyake is
but I
never
reckon the
Nyake
record
is
still
definitely
stay the
never
same.
leaving the track. Like
Big-
if someone's beating his time, he's always gonna
Oh,
grind
yeah.
for it. Even if he doesn't get
Improvements.
it, but he's always
This
gonna try
track
and
is
get it
awesome.
back.
This
He's kind of
category
like
is awesome.
Blake on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Kind of like
Kaide
Kaide.
and Blake.
This
Alright.
time trial. in
Well, this
particular
track
has
is
seen a
Oh,
lot of
wow.
evolution
it
of
just got
strats
fucked this year, didn't
akin
it?
to a
Yeah.
Pokemon
There's
game.
really
If you're to watch
Yeah,
a world
let's
record
just
here,
Yeah.
even
enjoy it.
maybe
Let's see
6 or
what
7
NMeade is gonna
years
say
ago
here.
compared to now, the race looks quite a bit different. Now they're doing this really fast tomb exit strategy.
they've done this always.
This lap one has
been Faster
beaten
to
by
make.
forward, getting a
0.2,
very
right?
fast high trick here. And
Hasn't
doing
it
the
been beaten
ending
by
cut
0.3?
shroomless here, landing soft drift MT.
I think Logan has a
Maybe Logan.
0.5.
0.2,
this has
been
lap one.
Literally just
Oh,
0.5, really?
Insane.
Wow.
Around that.
I'd actually like to check that. Let's have a
and
look.
I think this is
Yeah,
still
what the hell,
fairly
a
tight in the
575?
surface
That's
of
ridiculous.
what dry runs will be.
But
in
DDR
the
is just
future state
amazing.
A couple of years from now.
It's such a big time. It was
Yeah.
expected
One of the
though.
biggest
That's the thing, yeah.
thing
Even
that's
even
still
Justin
not
could
Someone
pull
had
out
to
a
get
run
it
like
out.
this, but it ended up being
as you're
Logan
gonna
because
see
Logan
here
just
at the
grinded
end
a
of
bit
lap
more.
2, with the ending tomb strat.
But I think
Yeah.
Logan is really consistent
here
at
we go.
the
And instead of using your
like
first
the
shroom
shroomeless
to
cut
get up onto
and
the
then
lip, you can actually
overall getting
use
the
that
good
trick boost to
like
get
pillar
up to the
tricks
lip
because I see a lot of people
shroomless.
still not like delaying it enough.
However,
Logan is
that's
definitely the only one
really
who's mastered it.
specific
I would say
and
Infi is the
hard,
only other
but if you do
person,
it,
but
it saves
Infi
a
and
lot of
Logan,
time
Infi,
they're
because you
definitely
get one
the
full
only ones.
mushroom. If you do that, you can be really
So
crafty
this was
with that.
BKS
probably
by like
save
2,
them
Yeah.
almost
back in at least
250
maybe
when he said
300
His
this.
ending
Look
is
at this
the
ending.
craziest.
Look at the
or more
input. Look at the
possibly,
input viewer.
depending on how the nature of the shroom
Yeah,
is
and then he
used.
gets this. This
But
is harder
still,
than it looks.
a
That
small
right side.
detail
That's
here,
the
but
He got
fast
the
ramp.
fast ramp there,
hop,
And a
he
rehop.
lands so much
and then he
further
gets
than
the
normal
rehop. That is
all
so
the
much harder than
carries
it looks.
way
I
past
think
that
Logan has
ending
failed runs on that
He would have wanted the
before.
399.
That is-
such an
yep.
impressive, humongous
Yes.
cut here. Even
Correct.
still, though, there were some mistakes
Look at
there,
this
and
lead,
Justin's ghost was almost even before.
I don't
If
think
that
that
lap
will be
3 beats
improved,
my
but it
fucking
definitely
lap
can
Wicked
be.
PB.
strong time still by Logan anyway. Hats up to you. I think long term at least a
Wow.
145
But
will
yeah.
happen here.
I don't reckon there are any other contenders, but that run.
You can
probably
definitely
won't be
see how
good,
the
right? What would you
yeah,
say?
like world record is on its league of its own, but like even the top 10, like it was like a really long time when a 147.9 was like worldwide tops. But now definitely the standards have changed.
Yes.
People start going for the Schumer cuts more,
Yep.
wheelie tomb exit, stuff like that. It's literally giving better times now.
Yeah. You know what's just down this top 10 for a sec? So 10th, 9th, 8th, 6th, 4th, no, not 4th, 3rd.
Yeah.
All of them are new times, aren't they? Maybe not aces, but 10th, 9th, 8th.
Like set
6th,
last year
they're
at
all new
least.
times. So the tops are getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, set last year.
Infi's still
Exactly.
chilling on 5th. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. But
Yeah,
I think
just-
Infi is probably
as-
the only
as
one
he
on this
should
top
be.
10 that doesn't go for the wheelie exit. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. He's got to
Yeah, like
gotta be
I know
right,
that
yeah.
not everyone
want
here
Infi to
goes
come
for the
back.
shroomless like every lap, but but he's the only one who doesn't even touch it.
No, Fox.
I think Fox might do it once. Maybe Fox doesn't do it, but he definitely does the wheelie exit at least. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just proves that Infi would still have a good fucking chance to get it back if he just fucking learned the strats.
Moonview Highway has also gotten improvement in the past year.
Oh yeah, this
wow,
one's
no, this
crazy
was
too.
crazy. This is going to be one of the strongest reigns. Because, like, you look at Moonview, right? And you look at where there is to lose time. There isn't much. However, Logan has such a big lead on second. It's ridiculous. I don't see anyone else beating this truck other than Luke.
Maybe Breaks and maybe Justin, but I don't think they're at that level.
Yeah, those
They would have to actually start playing the track like seriously now, from now on, to get like close to it.
The maneuvers of lap 3 are just really sketch to maneuver around
that
and not
is
get
Yeah, the way he does
fast.
that fucking it's crazy the soft drift he does there to get that MT out super fast.
Yeah.
This being automatic spear for the longest time.
Only single though.
So, yeah, right there, you saw the double trick. You saw that double trick by Luke, which he caught up there. So Luke doesn't do any drift storage here, which he loses a fair amount on by not doing it.
They get an MT after the trick boost wears off. This ghost comparison is wonderful because Luke doesn't do that strat, and you actually
ready? We're about to see how
they're literally tied here.
Right now, drift storage,
ready?
MT release,
And then
that differential.
wow.
He even wheelie
And then he
turned
doesn't
there
have
and
to
still
change.
gained time.
That's an off screen. He's literally off screening him.
There's still so many like
70
wheelie
seconds.
turns. He could
Yeah.
get this even lower if he wanted. But I mean, I understand if Logan doesn't want to play this anymore. It's like 0.8 is really good.
I don't see why that wouldn't be a faster
This
trade-off
and,
to
and
check
the
out.
way he does this
And then
is
he
just
practiced this in
insane.
Dolphin.
That was really well done.
Yeah.
Really well.
I don't know how you
Wow.
pull an MT off cutting in that
He
low
practiced that in
space
Dolphin
there,
a lot, I know that for a fact.
That's just so impressive.
He almost missed that boost panel.
That's still a good ending.
What a run.
Yeah. Solid ending considering the nerves and shit.
Without any major strategy changes.
I reckon he'll take a break on this. I don't reckon he'll play it.
Yeah, I would say so.
But that run is
Yeah,
really
0 out of 3 double
strong.
tricks.
His top 10, his latest
That's the
comeback.
impressive part. I think he did get probably almost all the chains there too. I mean, all the chains. I mean, that's 3, right? With the with the only 3.
This record in the past year is
But he got
also
half
through.
It's Nugget versus
Oh,
Zeke.
here we go.
This is what we live for. Let's go.
Oh,
the king
wow.
of Bowser's
Chat
Castle,
still has world
and
record.
he
Yeah.
Wow.
just barely
Alright.
misses the first 219. He gets a 220.001.
I want Nugget
and
to get this
I
so
feel
bad.
like
I don't know if he's
even-
playing it.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
probably like the biggest story.
I don't
Dude,
know if
honestly,
he's playing it.
Nugget might have
storyline
just
of
pulled
this
the
past
Zeke here,
year
where he just
is
stops
that
playing the
ghost
track
right
after
there.
a certain
Japanese
time,
player
because he just
Nugget
realizes how it
Oh,
doesn't
no.
matter.
The persistent
I know it
player
sounds
for a
bad,
couple of
but
years
like,
now.
I
Back
wouldn't
when
be,
I
I
talked
wouldn't
to Zeke a
blame
couple
him
years
at
ago,
all. Like, there's
game
really no
before
reason
Nugget
to
was even near a
try and push
220.
someone to do
He
it,
was,
because it's
claiming
already
Nugget
like
as potentially one of the
insane
biggest
how hard
contenders
it
to
is.
beat him long-term
But
here.
it's
And
more
his
doable now than it
prediction
ever
right.
was.
As you're gonna see, Nugget
It's like
here
back when
is
Inf,
ahead
not Inf,
by a
back when
lot,
Zeke had
lap
his
3,
fail,
and pretty
that was
tragic for
like
Nugget
unbelievable
because he
territory.
misses
But
an
now
MT
it's not even
on the
that crazy
spiral,
to think
and the
about
ending is not
getting
good,
those type
and he
of
barely
paces.
misses out on
Not at
getting
all.
his first world record here, his first world record overall.
But I think
and
Zeke
getting
definitely
first
has the,
219. So literally insane.
Zeke has
But
the
what's
better
also
driving
really
here. It's
cool
just
is
the
that
consistency that
GCN
Nugget
knows
has.
now it's
It's
back to
insane how
Japanese top
much he's
2,
been
and I don't think that's
getting these
happened
like
in
good
probably
paces
at
and
least
laps and
13,
you know
14
getting.
years
I don't
or
know.
so.
Does he have all 3
Yeah,
B cases
fair
or
enough.
just the
LC
lap
had the
1?
record here. I think they were jointly 1 and 2.
Or lap 2, I
for a
mean.
period of time
I
before
really-
Brendan was in the mix there, American player.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna also comment how the BKS
Yeah.
are inaccurate, but let's have a look. So Sean has lap 3 still, but Nugget has lap on lap 2. It's not accurate though, definitely not accurate. I also want to mention how on lap 1 he does different guises to get a, he doesn't have to chain into the ramp, he does a different guise. It's like the same, a little bit slower of a split, but it makes the lap 2 way faster.
So yeah, Zeke's getting a monster lap 3 here, no doubt, because he's losing so much. Actually, it's not even Zeke. It's Nugget failing. That's the thing. It's not even Zeke driving that well. Nugget's just
Nugget gets a 47.
unforged fails.
49.
But it wasn't even his fault. It was literally the game just throwing
bad
QM at him.
Can't
do much about it. Yep.
You know, one thing as well that's really cool is that I remember when Zeke got his 524 on the top 10, you saw Nugget with the 221. So it just goes to show how if people rock in on this, a lot of people can definitely.
That's such a good ending.
The
Unfortunate
lower
that
220.
it's not it, but
Yeah, that's
be awesome,
split.
but regardless,
world
I
record
think
run,
this is
that's
the last
really
year
good.
of the 220s. I think the first 219 happens in
Yeah.
2024. By
Back
who?
kick could get
That
close.
story is
I want to
still
say.
being-
What about Sean?
Definitely back
Sean,
kick could
do you
get
think he has it?
closer.
Sean could have it.
Sean was streaming this year, or last year, and this year actually he was streaming, but I don't think he could record contend, no. I reckon it's just going to be Zeke and Nugget, and back kick can get closer, but I don't reckon
Yeah.
record contend,
Okay.
probably not. That top 10 though.
Does Jared
improved
still
so
play the game, or
much.
is he done with the game?
No, Jared's been
'Cause
done
his
for a
time is
while.
pretty old at this point. It's still the same. But it's cool that the top 10 is like
Legendary time, though.
220s now. It's every year it's gotten way
exactly.
better and better. Like the top 10 just kind of adapts to the world record. But
Also, Fox could get closer to the record, but that's if he plays it. I don't see him getting it like at the record though, but maybe like there's almost anyone on this top 10 can fluke a 220.3 or 220.2.
yeah, because
you know,
aren't
you
the
never
cycles
know.
pretty favorable for a time
Yeah.
like that? Like it's
I'm not sure. Well, you see the big difference between
Yeah.
4th and 5th. It
I
could
would just
be
say it's a skill gap
cycles, I'm
between
not sure.
those players. They just it definitely reflects like
or
if
crime
Jared has a
gap, you could
0.3,
call it.
he's definitely better at the game. It's not a fluke. Better at the track than someone like Joe Blaze.
Yeah.
But anyone definitely has a potential
Right.
for their times. All right, let's keep going.
written. So who's the author? Who knows? Let's see. But regardless, this top 10 is now all
Hard to say if it will be
Yeah.
improved though.
That's a nice
Now, this
difference
is
from
cool.
last year. So the player base is slowly
There was a little bit of
touching
change here. However,
EC League Glitch
recently
has also
Backkick
gotten an improvement
got
in the past year.
pretty good time,
Emil,
and
I
he got a
believe,
pretty good
gets
lap
it
one, showing
back.
that he has potential
So
for the
interesting,
record.
actually. Last year I
Luke
did the
can
reaction,
do it.
right? It was Fox's run that was featured,
Jared
but it was
has
literally a
Mock,
day or two after
Emil
Emil
uses Flame
beat the
Runner,
Fox
and
run,
then
and now we're
Fox
watching the Emil run. But
reclaimed
we still
the
have Fox
record
mentioned
forever,
as second,
and
which
then
is
Emil got it back
nice
from Fox.
because
I believe
it's
I
really
got
cool
that
that he
sequence
did
right
get the
in there.
record,
And
even though it
just
didn't
look
last
at
that
this.
long, but it was still
Doing
cool.
the shroomless glitch with Funky Kong is way harder.
Emil is still the
than
best
Daisy
player here, though.
100%.
That's just
And
undisputed
just
with the amount of
this
best
entire
paces
track
and
is
best
just way more
splits.
Even this
conducive to
run doesn't do
driving with
justice
Flame
how
Runner
good he is on
opposed to
here.
Mach Bike. And now
Didn't
that the
didn't
players are
Emil
really
have
Yeah.
like an
powerful,
insane
they
actually-
pace here
really
and
know
he
how to
fucked it
do
up?
the
He like made a
shroomless
video
glitch.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
That
With
good.
Funky
It
Kong,
was-
you really are cashing
was it
out
double
on
sevens,
being way
double point
faster on
sevens?
Yeah,
just
probably
track
sevens
as
or
well.
sixes even.
Also-
I don't remember what it actually
I
was,
believe the
but
potential here
one of those two.
One of those
Insane
two.
pace.
I think long term that's definitely where the direction is going to go on this track.
Look at this glitch
as
here
far
though.
as
So
unused
Emil actually does the
strategies,
glitch differently. So if you look
you
at the
remember
input
from
viewer,
the
he actually
Gorge
taps to
category
left and
doing
then
the
right. So
DK
it's a little
ramp
bit
on the
different
left
to how
side,
Fox does it.
entering the entire
Yeah,
half
yeah,
I
pipe
yeah.
believe
here.
you look at the input view.
You can
Yeah,
do
left
that
right.
physics on
That
the right
input
It's
is
like a
just
spin
what
drift that he
Fox
does there or
does.
Glitch here.
something.
So yeah,
Although
He
I
hops
think it
and-
so he
probably
does a
saves
hop,
a
and then
marginal amount of time.
the second he
because
launches, he
okay.
goes
a
left right on
longer
the analog,
distance
which
diagonally
doesn't
to
make
even
much
hit the
sense,
Yeah.
but it
in the
works.
first place. So I think if you were to
However,
save
you can get a run
anything,
much
I
better
bet
than this
the,
one is clean, but you can get it way, way
Was this
faster.
all
so to say,
42
you know,
laps?
not really
What was
worth
lap
your while.
3?
But
A
who knows,
point
that could be
0?
entirely wrong. That's kind of me theorizing right now. But apart
It would have
from
to be
that,
right,
I don't think
otherwise.
anything else is
Yeah,
necessarily
it is a
ton to
point zero
use
because
for this category
704,
in
96.
So
whatever it
Fox
was.
and Emil
Yes,
both
so I
get
think
a
the long-term
bad lap
state
3,
is
like
gonna
compared
be
to the other splits.
hopefully a
Yeah.
207
Yeah.
long term, but
There are thwomps here as
still,
well,
the
so that
entire
accounts for a
player
bit of it.
base
Like, see
on
this
the top
thwomp right
10
here?
here
This
is
thwomp
Yeah.
is really scary.
If you just get good
As
QM
mentioned,
there, you could
doing this
get
short
such a
little
clean
funky is way more
section there.
precise
But
than with Daisy Mock. But clearly, it is learnable by looking at the records
that was
now.
a, oh,
it's just way
okay.
more
It was
precise
still
Good
good.
guys.
and
Not an
difficult
insta wheelie
to
after those
access
tricks,
compared
but
to the Mock Bike here.
still a decent.
Regardless, though, a
well played.
208.6 is really crazy here in this track.
Yeah.
Will stand
So
for
there
us
are,
this year.
I'd say, 4
potentially,
people that could
we'll
do
see.
this.
This
But I
is-
think it still has
Is this like
definitely
that
a lot of
active?
potential to
It looks like there's few new players here, but
Mm,
yeah.
Rosen, yeah. I'd say the thing is, well, I mean, we had back kick as well. Back kicks, that's not an updated
Okay.
top 10, by the way. I reckon back kick, Luke, and then Fox if he plays it. Because you look at Fox and Emil, right? Like you'd said, 208, 286.
Yeah.
Like, wow, what a difference. You actually look at it, it's only 0.1. And you really break that down. That's like 0.03 per lap. That's very
Yeah.
realistic. Also, Nugget, if he grinds the glitch, Nugget stays in
The
8th.
the spear strat on 3 lap is not viable. It's not enough to save.
Oh god, no. No, I'd say no.
be improved in the coming year.
I reckon
we shall
there's
see.
some exciting
We'll see what
things to be
happens.
written here, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now,
maybe a few
Another
more
track with
208s.
Pala.
Alright, we don't have
Sun
Julian here,
is
unfortunately.
Rainbow
Well, he
Road,
missed DKs
and
anyway, so
Flair
whatever.
improved the record now to
Alright, well, this run is...
24.2.
I
And
don't
you
know
see
much
the
about this track,
asterisk
but I
here?
can definitely say
That's
that this run is good.
Japanese player Kaide's second worldwide
But Kaide's
time.
close,
Unfortunately, his
like
goat
slowly
was
getting
also
closer, but
not,
it still
uploaded,
requires
for
that
some
better
reason,
run, and
so,
I don't really know
I
is
took,
Kaide good enough for it.
Kaide's
But
overall
his splits
record
are very
here,
good
like a
here
higher
anyways.
.3, I want to say it was. Just for like a filler there is almost
Kaide's definitely still here.
Regardless though,
Like, definitely still a record contender.
this
However,
track
this
is
run,
still
when
really
Flair said
cool
it,
to watch.
is actually a very
Yeah.
big cut.
Entire
It was a very
momentum,
big cut.
outward drifting cart strategy here at the beginning. Mushroom still looks nothing.
I believe
short of
Kaide
really
is just really
bonkers,
not
for
the
lack
best
of a
at lap
better term.
1, if I remember. He always gets
Yeah.
bad lap
And
1s.
Then he gets,
and
like,
he'll pull out,
I think
47s,
long
BKS,
term,
yeah.
both
BKS.
Flair and Kaide would say that a
Yeah,
223
223. It's
happen.
literally the lap 1
Because
that's
I think
slower.
now
No,
the best laps 2 and 3 by
yeah,
both players
that's
is a
probably
very
not happening.
low
Okay, it's
point
actually
line, I wanna
possible,
say.
but it's very hard.
Yeah,
very
BKS
good.
don't even
What
give
the
it,
best
like,
lap 1 is, but I think it's like a
It's
midpoint
gonna be a
point,
tough
I
call
believe.
for
This
sure.
lap 1 was almost BKS.
But as far as truly optimizing
But I
things here,
mean,
this
I
whole
reckon
entire
Kaide
figure
will reclaim
eight
it,
section
and
here
maybe
and
Flair
change
can
the-
have a
That'd be
battle.
cool.
That'd
Yeah,
be
for
really
sure.
cool to
Sorry,
see.
I think
These guys are
Kaide's
so good.
never gonna stop
um,
playing this
being
track.
the
Like,
faster,
he's gonna
time
go as
cuts
long as he
here
wants.
is really
As long as he
precise.
takes him to get the record
And
back.
here's
Yeah.
the thing too is that if you notice,
It's
Exactly.
a tough call for sure.
most of the runs
But I mean, Kaide's catching
here,
up now. It's
they're
like,
always in
it's
some
actually
kind of
like
a
not even
boost,
that.
whether it's from a zipper, it's from
think
a
it's-
trick boost.
It
or
seems
from
like
a
these
main
players are better at
or from
certain
a trick
sections
boost in the shrimp
than
here as well.
others.
There's very little downtime.
Yeah.
Kaide has
not being
better-
I
used
agree.
here,
That lap 2
and,
split
Yeah.
isn't the
I think
best.
that's where the cart really has.
Was this lap 3 like a
shine and
0.9
still
or a
be
0.0
the
or
top combo to
something?
use
0.0 at
because,
least.
It would have
if you look
been
at the
a
past,
high
the
9,
bike
I believe.
crushes the bike. Sorry, the bike
That's
crushes
just
the
a
cart.
minus
other way around,
driving.
Sorry.
That
Yeah.
double
But
boost
to
is really
do-
fast
you
on the
can
For
jack.
me,
make
it's
that
really
cart
hard to tell if
true,
it's
And then
what is
a
fast and
lot.
what is
But
slow. Because
it's-
when I watch Julian, it
I don't wanna
seems
say
like it's the
borderline
same thing,
impossible,
but
but it's
definitely
almost
just
there.
the small
Yeah.
things that matter here.
I think long term,
This,
I think humanly,
yeah, that right there.
it's gonna
That
stay
is very
apart
important to get that tight.
unless
And then
some
getting good last
reliable
turns.
way
The
to
last turn
do
doesn't work,
the
you can
beginning
lose
turn with the
much.
bike is
But you have to
implemented
take
throughout
this
the
boost
challenge.
panel as tight as possible, and you're barely hitting that fence,
Either way,
barely
though,
missing it. But what a
this
run there.
record is really
47?
impressive, but
Yeah,
Kaide
9
is
foot. Wow.
Literally
slowly
30 ms from the
cutting
BKS.
down
Okay, that-
time.
yeah.
And lap 1 is also
I
30 or 40
think
ms from
this will
BKS.
be improved
Lap
this
2 is the
year.
only bad
I
one, but
think
even that
Kaide
is
will
not
get it
bad, like
back.
too bad, I
think
guess.
Flair will be there to answer the call once
Look
more.
at the top 10.
The
Look at
battle
that
between these two
top
has
2
been
break.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Still
Julian,
6 people
Julian will
only
get
with
record.
224. I think that's been the case for a long ass time. I don't really think. Who was the last 224?
Yeah, you're right.
It was
It
probably
would have
Flair.
been, yeah, it actually would have been Ando.
Okay.
Ando. Yeah, because Flair's had a 224 for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
while, I believe, right?
But they're all like old times,
I
you
reckon
know.
Varen.
So there's really no competition.
Yeah, yeah. I want to say that, I like mentioned Varen, he hit some pretty good splits
yeah.
and he played it in the last year. He could get like 3rd worldwide, I'd say. But getting beyond that, I mean, the break is
Yeah.
so big, you know, like exactly
Yeah.
500 ms.
We shall see what happens.
This
The
was
Alright.
cool.
biggest time cut of 2023
Look at this bike,
Mario Kart time
The
trial
Phantom vs Shooting
this
Star, you get to
right
see the...
here. For the simple fact that we have the
We
first
predicted a 3 out of 3 here.
2 for 3
Yeah, look at that,
That's
improved
right.
32 bloody
2 for
seconds.
3
Wow.
Rainbow Road glitch, and they use an outward drifting bike. They
We
use
get
a
to see
momentum
Yeah,
Phantom
yeah,
to
yeah.
vs
the
Shooting
wall,
Star there.
bounce over the wall, barely get
That is a lot harder than it looks, yeah.
Would you
And
consider
that
Eli's
probably
run better
is
2
really
for 3
impressive.
now.
than this?
And I
If
believe
it
that was my prediction
like,
last
driven
year,
better.
that we
Yes.
would at least see a 2 for 3.
Why did he use
so
the
I was
shroom
right in
there?
that
Makes sense,
instance.
though.
Was
Like
it like
he's-
better than not even doing
Yeah,
like
I
a normal
still
moon jump
don't know.
compared to?
When Danny Boy got this
I
right.
still don't know.
It'll be
Yeah, yeah,
either
it could
more
be
monumental
because maybe he
when
was
the
nervous
first
of the moon jump,
3 for 3
or
happens.
he wanted to
because
ego the fucking
That means
the
that
lap split.
this
I don't know,
track
dude.
will go to lower
I got
than
no idea.
1 minute.
It's gonna 3 out of 3 though, because so many
If I were to
people,
ask
like 3 people, have a 3 out of 3 on
any
Phantom,
player
and
from a
some
couple
people
years
have it
ago.
multiple times.
With like the Quacker glitch strategy. That was like a
Like you got
2
Danny
minute
Boy, you
14
got
or
Zoran
10 or whatever.
and Eli.
Let's see this top 10 because
years.
Maybe Logan
it's
as
been a
well.
while
Which
when I
will be
last saw
under
this
1
top
minute.
10. I remember last year was
Everyone
literally
would say
Justin's
no.
perfect driving here, but
Now, 3 for
I
3.
don't even.
That's definitely
Yeah.
I
gonna
don't even know what it looks like
happen.
now.
This looks
Even
so
even
simple
like
watching
a year
this,
ago,
but
it was
it's way
really
harder.
weird.
What's
Look at this
interesting
Wow, he
is
got
that
close.
Eli
Oh.
uses the Phantom,
Ah,
and Danny
so
Boy uses the
close.
Shooting Star. And I don't know which one is really better.
Yo, Ace,
I've
what's
never
I
good,
reckon
brother?
it will 3 out of 3 though.
I guess we'll
Maybe a
see
few
why Danny
people.
Boy could explain the rationale for the
American
points.
top 5. Yeah, it.
Yeah.
Oh, Zoran has 2 for
We're
3
gonna
as
see
well.
a
I didn't
few
even know
3
there
out
was
of
3
3s, I'd
people
say.
with that. That's-
Do you know Zoran has like a few 2 out of 3s because he did the Phantom. He was like one of the earliest experimenters
Is that
with
3?
Phantom.
Is that
I
2
believe
out
he
of
has
3
like
by
4 or
Zoran? Is
5
that
2
like
out
a
of
3 for
3s.
3 attempt, or is it 2 out of 3?
Yeah, that all of his 2 out of 3s. Yeah, so all of his 2 out of 3s have been 3 out of 3 fails, where he misses the second one, goes back, and then gets
Okay,
it.
that makes sense. So Vincent N's run is like the best driven run, 1 for 3. It's not even close. Yeah,
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Justin's still there though.
still there.
Love to see it.
But either way, Eli got
Maybe
the
3 out of
second
3.
2 for
I'd say
Maybe.
so.
I
Really
think if
almost
they've
got
already
the
had
record
chances for it, like if they are already
In
going
less than
for it,
100
then
milliseconds
then
to that,
it's
it's
bound
just
to happen at
stupid,
some
it's
point,
insane.
right?
But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there in the coming year.
I'm just gonna go back because I
Exactly.
just want to see like so
Anyways.
But we'll see what happens.
Casey's
there.
ahead
100
there.
milliseconds.
Is that because Guy
Casey's-
doesn't? Does he do the
But
beginning
we'll see what
strat?
happens
I'm just
there.
gonna
I
keep
think
playing the video
this
because it
coming
seems to
year-
be lagging.
Yeah.
it'll still
Do you
stay.
wanna? Okay.
Kai just did
Guy
that.
is the former world record
Yeah,
holder
okay.
I'm
here.
not
He's held the
sure.
record quite a number of
This run
times.
is really good though.
And as mentioned previously in Mario Circuit, Guy hasn't really played for
That
quite
lap
a
one
while.
can be improved
so
a
it's
little bit.
definitely
With
really
the and the
returned.
curb ride, you can see the
I think
curb
this
ride
lap
there.
2 is
Casey
like the
will
best shit ever,
definitely
right? This lap
have
2
the
is like a
clutches here
0.0 or
for a
something.
bit longer on Peach Beach. Definitely a couple of players
let's
could
have a
possibly
look.
contend
I
if
think
they
it was
were
a
to
point.
grind
It
for a
has to
long
be a
time.
0.0 because
I
there's
believe
like I
Luke
know
is
one
already
split is
third
really good on
here.
this run.
I think his time was during last year.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
last
really
time lost a
before
little
last
bit,
Still a
year.
but
0.0.
it's driven very well.
Long term,
Wow.
this
That's
can be a
crazy.
112.5
Curb ride, curb
Not
ride.
even
any
curb
more
ride.
than
Oh,
that
he
without
misses
that.
it.
Yeah,
No
he
curb
misses
ride.
so much here, but it's
It's
still a 6
I
points,
think
like a
he-
mid
he
6.
felt
It's
the
crazy.
bias is a little bit, like it's
Driven
reaching too much,
amazingly.
you know?
Let's have a look how he deals with
But
this at
still,
the end.
this is a 112.65.
Oh,
They go both
inside,
inside.
inside.
Wow.
Wow.
This
Good
run
shit.
is really great.
He got a flat
already,
and then full chain because
but
it's
still
Casey.
can be improved
What a
by a
time.
little bit more.
I reckon he's gonna
um,
improve
I
that.
think this will stay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can
unless
definitely
Casey
improve it.
returns
It just comes
for
down to Casey's been
unknown
grinding a
reasons.
lot
I
of
think he'll
like
try
different
other
tracks. I don't know,
as we
has
see
he
a
even
little bit
tried
later
this
on.
since he got this? I think he
But
probably
regardless,
played it,
though,
but
there's been some improvements on this top 10.
Maybe not.
But
Maybe
always
if he gets
awesome to see
beat.
if
but guys,
Build
before
play.
Guy quit the game, he had like that one freaking pace, right? That really good pace. I don't know if you watched the video, but he had like a one upload that had a really good pace.
No.
We
Oh yeah, the one with face cam. The
exactly.
one with
He
face
like went for
camera.
the curb ride as
That one.
well,
Okay.
I think. But I don't remember how he failed it lap 3. But is that like the best pace? It's a really good pace, nonetheless.
I'm gonna check it real quick.
Yeah.
Best known places.
The fact that Luke is
Hell.
third on a spear track
Beach
just
Beach.
doesn't sound right. But he's had that 0.7 for a while now.
Wow.
What was Guy's
Okay,
pace?
okay. Hear me out here, right? So, yeah. So Casey's run was a high 8 and then a
High
like,
0.
high 0. So Guy here, 8
Mhm.
862 lap 1, and then an 037, 70 ms ahead of world record, and then he fails to the first turn.
To be fair,
What a
Casey's
shame, dude.
lap 3
Wow.
is
It just
crazy good,
goes to show.
but definitely free world record there.
Yeah.
But yeah, sucks. Cole's run is definitely like yeah, it's slower, but it like does all the same strats pretty much. It goes tight on the. It goes inside the Cataquack. I think it was like a revolutionary change the way Cole played this track. Everyone just kind of adapted to it.
Yep. I agree. I don't think Luke will play it,
I think
though.
Luke is pretty happy with that 7. And it seems like all of the other players like Soses and a few others like start getting good at this track as well. So they were all kind of on the high 0.9s. I don't know. I don't think they're not even close to world record standard, but they're
And also Liam's
Liam's
time is
still there. Yeah,
It's good to see.
might be the oldest no glitch top 10 right now.
One of the few. I believe Axel
But no
is
no
older,
glitch
right?
wise,
But
it's definitely
Liam's
the
is very
oldest by
old.
far. I think
Oh,
the second
yeah.
oldest might be
Yeah,
something
definitely.
in 2015 or 2014. I don't remember. There was one top 10 that I had. I mean, Totem is also there. Forgot about that.
Anyways. Oh,
We'll
yeah,
get there.
Players
Yeah,
would
totally.
try to contest
Of
the
course.
crown. We shall see.
This run is...
Also, speaking of Guy, the
Yeah.
glitch category was also not.
Yeah, this is
improved
just
past
very
year.
good.
I'm still in disbelief.
I believe,
that
because I
this
rewatched
track
this
is now
recently,
below 1 minute.
the no glitch driving, I mean, yes, it's good,
I still remember
but it
when
can be
I first
improved
saw
a
the
little bit.
glitch here.
However, it's just so
Years and years
daunting to
ago.
get,
Using
like, such a
the
good 2 out of
trees
3,
here
you
to
know?
do the
This is
glitch,
already
like,
really
what in the
good.
world's going on, man?
It,
And
I mean,
long-term, this can still go
Arthur
down
was
a
like
bit
the
if
one
the
who was
free for
grinding a
free,
shit ton,
is
right? But he
done,
never
where you
got
use
it.
the downwards tree on
He
the
for
Yeah,
three out of
side.
3.
3 out
He
of
was
3,
going for
yeah.
the 3 out of
Still,
3.
this
And he only
is
had, like, what,
so
4 attempts at the
Oh,
left through
exciting
glitch?
to do.
Something like that. Or
I feel
only,
like
yeah,
I-
something
that just
like that.
I
tells
use
how
that same
hard it's gonna
verbiage
be to get all
for a
3,
lot of
but...
things in the game,
You reckon
but
it's
just
gonna
trying to
happen?
show even
I
the
mean,
more
I don't
casual
know,
audience
does
that,
anyone even know how
No.
to go
oh,
for
you
the lap
shroom into
1-1
a tree,
other than
oh, you hit the
Arthur?
arch,
Like,
No.
you go down and you go. But no,
A few
like,
people know
that
how to do it,
is
but it's
Yeah.
not going to
crazy.
happen.
A lot
That's
can go
just
wrong.
one of
You
those
can get a
things.
high
It's
clip, you
really
can make the lap not
unrealistic.
count, you can fall out of
But
bounds
this
to the
actually,
finish line.
okay, just
There's
rewatching
many,
it now,
many
And
it's
now he
actually
gets a
pretty
drop.
solid, yeah. He got a few
things that can
chains.
go horribly wrong.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
But I mean,
it's
sub
all good though.
doesn't
Double
doesn't
sub.
really matter
Has
if
to
it's
go
a low
right
9
for
or
that
Wow.
high
59
9.
second
It's still
time.
a
No.
sub. That's the...
Hats off to guys
And it's a
that still have
glitch.
the record here.
But technically,
I
Nim's run
feel
would
like
still be
this
world
is
record
anyone's game to try and get the
if we got the
record here
ghost,
at
maybe.
any given time.
Yeah.
I think multiple players can possibly do it.
But
Yeah.
it's cool that the top 10 is even...
Where's
Like,
Triple
even the
A?
top 10 is pretty...
Mid.
I would say it's pretty good. Like, yes, it's not close to world record, but like...
That's
Yeah,
very
most
old
of them are
though.
old.
It's very old, besides
Yeah.
Jaron.
But it just like amazed me when I first saw this
yeah.
top 10, like back in 2021 when NMeade did these videos. Was that like I didn't really know how people actually... A lot of people had 2 for 3s and they were like all like 1 minute flats. It still seems like, you know, no one's playing the track, but... Because
Yeah.
for me,
Good one,
because
too.
to me the
It's a
beach
2 out of 3
glitch
glitch.
just seems so hard. Just getting it once well is hard enough, and then getting it
This
again.
track, I was really
Mm.
thinking
And no stop.
was going to be improved.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
the simple fact that
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Look at this
comparison,
multi-ghost.
Second worldwide with
So
Casey,
David's lap
Yeah,
2
it's
here is
horrendous. Lap 3 is very good
horrendous.
too.
milliseconds
But-
off of David right here.
Yeah.
And
It's amazing.
a tragic comparison at
Yeah,
the very
yeah,
end
Casey
of lap
loses
two.
so much lap 1. Oh my
David's
god.
run has lasted for quite
a while, yeah.
Might be one
Yeah.
of the longest Yoshi Falls world records right now.
He's still
Hold
ahead
on, look
there.
right here.
But now
Yeah,
he's gonna
stood-
lose
yeah.
a
Oh
little
my
bit
God. It
probably.
stood for almost 1,200 days as of the day of this recording.
So Casey's gonna get
truly
this right.
insane.
Hope
I don't
so.
think
Wow.
David's played the game for
That
quite
was
a while.
so much.
Um,
Yeah,
but
I think
still,
Casey has a good
Casey
chance.
was getting a lot of good paces.
He's ahead,
in
damn.
the past year
Yeah.
here, randomly, and he almost got it by just barely 2
Well,
milliseconds.
2 milliseconds,
Just
yeah. Let's have a
believe
look at
me,
this ending.
Watch this ending here. It's a matter of the chain.
Both look.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
does Casey
So,
miss the
This
chain?
is David here, obviously, and then there's Casey's
Who gets the
ghost.
chain? Who misses the
Look at this
chain?
here.
Oh
Both get a
god.
half.
Just
Oh,
just
God.
And Casey
Oh,
gets
wow.
the chain, and
Oh,
because
wow.
they're so close to the finish line, he was
Casey
gaining
gets the
speed,
chain,
but it was
but
just
it's not enough
2
speed.
Yeah.
milliseconds off of time.
Wow.
Or
Look at that lap
possibly
3.
Yeah,
improved.
even that lap 3 had
This
its
is what was
fails,
the
and
longest.
it's
Exploder.
So,
as well.
crazy
damn.
Yeah,
overall. This
Also,
will go down next year.
Exploder getting up
Oh
there.
yeah,
I'd love to
okay.
see it. Maybe
Mm,
could get
maybe.
closer. Possible. Abelash
Yeah.
if he plays it again, but I don't
Oh,
see
and
that
Smith in
happening.
10th. You know he might get there. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Never know.
Salam alaikum. What up, Socio? Yeah, no, there's like a lot of good players on this track for sure. But who's gonna do
Who's
it?
gonna
We'll
do
see.
it? Hard to tell.
I think by Casey.
Future will tell.
Others can try and get it to. Shouts to Exploder. He's been making
Shout outs
lots
to
of moves here
Exploder.
in the past
Yeah,
year.
Exploder.
Anything's
All right,
possible.
this is some good shit right
This
here.
record was also not improved in the past
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is
Let's just
still
enjoy
pretty
this.
far ahead of
Enjoy
the
these
pack.
soft drifts.
What was actually interesting to
Oh my
me
god.
is I didn't
Oh my
realize
god, look at this
that
cut.
Blaze's former
Wow.
world record
Wow,
here is still second worldwide. That's really impressive.
Wait, what?
For a simple
Wait, Blaze is
fact
still
that I'm
second?
gonna look
I
at
thought
it
Steve.
right
No,
here.
Steve has a 785.
Blaze
Oh
is-
wow, Blaze is actually
so
still
this
second.
time right
Wow.
here for Blaze in the comparison.
Justin's
is
third,
close to 4
Steve
years
fourth.
old. And
Or
there's
Justin's
been
fourth,
quite a lot
actually.
of
I don't remember
activity
who's
here on
who,
the
but-
tops here in 4 years. And Blaze's time still holds up really well
Yeah.
today. Second
And Blaze has
worldwide.
set 2.7.
Justin has a
But even
792.
this can
believe.
It's
go
definitely
to
notable that
that's
he's
true.
it wasn't a
I think
fluke. Like he
Sosa's
did it
even
twice.
failed
So
runs
it's
at
like
the
he
borderline
definitely
minute 52.6.
could contend if he
The
just
slip
came back
on
to the
the
game, but
jagged edges at the beginning
doesn't
of
do
lap
RTA
3 that
anymore.
Justin found a
Mm.
long
Hard
time
to
ago
see
is
that
not
happening.
impressive yet in this run. It saves maybe
This run is
50
super
milliseconds
clean,
at
but
It's like
it can be
clean,
gained
but
I
it
remember.
still
Osmosis
loses a
himself
little bit every
from
lap.
his
So
here and
think
there.
long
So
term,
it's,
the play
you know,
here is gonna be,
Yeah.
like
at least
it's nice to see a low 7, low 5, and a
Also,
by
0.4,
who?
but
Who
you know,
knows? Who knows? But this
0.6
top 10 is
possible,
really
but
close
it's
again. I love to
very
see
a
it.
lot to
lot
ask
of
for
players
sure.
have been improving in
It's
the
gonna be
past
very
year,
minor
so I think
improvements
this
from
could
here.
potentially go down in next year. I was
See,
really rooting for
Barney
Yeah,
there,
Barney
though.
improved.
Barney in 5th.
year. So I
Ken,
think
he got,
this
yeah,
could
0.4,
potentially go
0.5
down
in his
next
run,
year.
like his
I was
splits were
really
pretty
rooting
good.
for Steve in the past year too.
Alright.
We'll see if Steve gets
You
his
never
first
know,
world
though.
record. We'll see about that.
This
Rooting
is,
for you, Steve.
or let's see what he's
Karhuma,
gonna say here.
GSU glitch
We'll see you
Yes.
next year.
still blows. my mind.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
you
Sheer
getting a
fast,
48
go off
next
the
year.
finish line pole,
Can't wait to see it.
reverse back, you land, and it'll count.
This is like
First
very
off.
old though.
Second off, just
This
the sheer
driving though
speed
is,
that you
I believe
do
it's
that,
alright
just
besides the one miss slip.
mind-blowing. And
Let's have a
third
look.
off is the fact that only
Two people.
two people, I believe, have done this for a time.
Yes.
Because I want to say from
Pretty good
third
driving so far.
worldwide down, they don't do this.
Good trim slap,
returning
very
glitch
good trim slap, I
strategy.
believe, right?
Everyone else does.
Oh, so
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Either a 1 for 3 or a 2 for 3. I think a 1
Maybe
for 3.
Vincent N
Only
will come
2 for
back
3
because
is
he had a
Leaf.
very good
He has
pace.
a 50.8 or something.
I'll definitely have to watch
we'll
this
look at
video
the
again and
top
just
10
like
in a
listen
second.
what Enmeade's saying, because we
Digits
have
are
just been
fleeting in my
giving
memory
our
right
own
now.
thoughts
But
about
still,
things. I think it's
49
better
second
now,
time,
but
so impressive. I don't think this will go
yeah.
down in the coming year unless
it's
Logan
just, yeah,
tries
this
again
is
or
the
Vincent tries
most
again.
inactive category.
Regardless, so let's
It makes sense for a reason, obviously.
yeah. So Leaf has a 50.8. That's a 2 for 3.
Yeah. Maybe a few
That's
more
it
Taz
forever.
glitch times
Yeah.
will pop
But
up.
we'll see what happens in the
You never
coming
know.
year on GP2.
Oh, this is cool. So he actually
Mario
loses this
Raceway
because
had
Sosis
quite
doesn't do
the
this right here.
chunk of an improvement.
So
So
that multi goes.
Sosis, his
If Sosis
time
did that,
Mhm.
he'd still have the
comparison now
record. Yeah, GG,
lasted
well
for
played.
quite a while.
It's nice
Yeah,
to
see you
finally
next
see that
year.
strat implemented into a
Finally,
run, though.
Vincent V Barone.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely gonna give
100%.
you
It
like
saves, like,
less
so much.
attempts, but
Big Vince
but
gets
it
his first world
What?
record.
Wait,
You
what
missed
was
the
that?
slip.
Not
Yeah,
overall,
What was that
but his
slip?
first Mario
What the hell?
Raceway world record. And the story here is quite fascinating. So,
Sosis already is
Vincent
ahead.
was really good
Behind.
at Raceway for the longest time, and he got really close.
So
and
his
he
lap
got
1 is
really close to
it's
getting the
it was
record
really
here,
good until
a
that
couple of
last
years
trick
ago.
right there.
And it was back with
Vincent had good
a
spots
couple
though.
back, and eventually Sosis had this massive. Eventually Sosis
Okay, my stream's lagging again.
of over
Fuck me.
100 milliseconds to this.
It's fine though. I'm
Yeah, I remember.
And Vincent
local
pretty much,
recording it.
I might be speaking for Vincent
And that was set.
speaking for him.
Rip.
And
Local.
so seeing Vincent come back here, I was so excited.
I
to see
remember
if that
because I was
storyline
in
were to
Vince's
kinda pick
Twitch
up
chat
again
when
and
he got
see
his
if they
2
kinda
2,
get close.
and I said like
Vincent got
like
within,
after a few streams afterwards, he was playing
10
something
milliseconds
else. I
or
said,
so, his
"Hey, you gonna
entire
play this
top 10
again?
or
Like I'm
top 5 on
curious. You
stream
got really
was
close
Yeah.
a
very low
lot of times."
0.2s.
And he said,
He
"Nah,
finally
dude,
got
I'm
the job
done."
done, and if you saw on lap
And then he
1,
came back.
Yeah.
So proud of
not
him.
a new strat,
But
is the
Sosis-
Has
instant
Sosis been
flip
trying
start.
this at all?
That's been known
I
for a
reckon
very
I'd
long
like
time
to see
now,
him
so
return.
it hasn't been
No,
implemented
Sosis
as of
is-
yet into
No.
runs.
I
It's
asked
mostly
him
used
and
with
he
people
said
who
that
use
he
Daisy
might
Modify
play.
Definitely
here.
should, because like
Bit
yes,
easier
his
with that,
point
but
1
you
is
can do it
impressive
pretty easy
for
with
the
fun
time,
frame as
but you
well.
know the times have
Regardless,
moved on,
though,
and
this will
you
be a
know
one
people
for
are
the
getting
long
closer,
term,
so
by who to be
he should
determined. But,
definitely
this is great.
try this track again.
I haven't seen
Also-
Sosis try and play this again as of yet, so maybe Vincent
Daisy
will have
Mark-
this
See, Mark has
for a
better
while
Daisy
to
Mark
splits.
see,
potential.
It's
but still
weird, but
really,
it's
really
true.
Impressive.
But
Sosis, his time stood for at
people
least
definitely
maybe
prefer Funky here
700
over
or more
Daisy.
days
There's
around
only
there,
a few
if I had to
players who
guess.
like
I think it was
Daisy.
at least
But I mean, those players like
close to
Casey who
2 years, a little
played
bit
plays it
longer,
with
I
that.
believe. But still.
Did
what
Logan
a
also
crazy
play?
time. Hats off
Oh
to
yeah,
Vince.
Casey.
We'll see
Yep,
what happens
Logan
here
played
in
Daisy.
the future, in the coming year.
I
Coming
reckon
up
we
now
could see
to the
Casey
Banana
popping
Cup,
up
Yeah.
closer
we
to
got
record
Sherbet Land, there's been
using
no improvements here.
using Mark.
Uh,
You ever know though.
Sosis, still has
Oh
this
wow,
track
okay,
going.
this multi
Actually,
dose
I
is really
think
cool.
Sosis, his
So
time
Felix
here
doesn't get enough of a
could reach
shout out here
1,000 days.
for how insane his
yeah.
pace was.
So he's ahead already. Damn.
Sosis gets a very bad
Whoa!
beginning,
Whoa, I didn't know it was that.
Yeah. All right, the oldest run,
Okay.
but this record
Alright.
is so old. Dude.
2019 July.
This run here by Sosis in July, I'll be 5 years old.
I remember watching
didn't
that
realize
the
it was
day it
really
came out. I was
that
walking
old.
home from school.
As of today's
I was in like
recording,
year 7,
it's
like grade
almost
7 of school, and
1700
I was
Yeah.
walking home,
I did not even
and
realize. it was that
I
old.
complete my
Wow.
entire high school almost, and this is still the record.
Is
Sosis
this
got the record
one of
for
those-
time
This
here.
This is like one of the
Literally.
only runs ones that's
So if he
still
reached
recorded on
August, if he's not
CTGP
beaten, you'll
records.
have the
I don't know how many
reindeer
of the current world
70.
records have
Yep.
And this was
that
the first
like
track Yoshi got a
CTGP
world record on as
records.
well, so
None of them do.
Because the switch happened in
None of them.
2021.
This has to be the last one.
So it's been like,
and this
or
run is
2022,
still
early
insane,
2022,
but
something like
now
that.
that we're
There might be a
watching
few
back a
more
couple years
runs
removed,
left, but
you can definitely see how
this
can
is
still be
like
improved.
such
And
an
shout out
old
to
run
Felix,
already.
he's been really
But it's
chopping
still
his
very
time
good.
down for a very
But
long
people are
period
getting
of time.
closer now, so.
And he got finally the second 203 on this track. And Felix is literally within striking distance now of Sosis and his record here.
I would love to
I've been rooting for Felix
see
for a
Felix.
long time to get
Let's get
some
this.
parkway, but then
I remember
strats kinda
recording
changed
his
that, but he's been trying that back
204.5,
as well from what I
and
see.
he's just slowly
And
chipping
he
away at
picked
it
up this
until he's
track,
getting
and
like
I really don't
204.2
see
and then
why,
204.1, and then
Felix
getting
can't get
this.
the record here.
Look
Like,
at this, ready?
this.
Look at this multi
Felix
into
is
lap
ahead,
3.
lap
Look
3
at that.
of the
Look at
world
that,
record.
dude.
Like, look at this, you know?
Oh.
I'm rooting for
Wow.
Felix as well. I think Sosis definitely has way more in the
That's
tank
so
here if we're to
unfortunate,
try and play
but-
it again in the future.
So Felix
my
said in his
memory, I
description
don't
that he
think there's
wanted
any
to
significant-
description of his DC time. He'd like to focus on Parkway, which makes sense. He did improve,
Yeah.
got the 210. Look at this last turn. This is so much harder than it looks. Those penguins are the worst
Memory is
possible
fleeting.
spot, but he took it
Yeah.
perfectly.
The chains
So
speed
talented.
difference compared to the
Damn,
Flame Runner or
dude.
Mothbug as a comparison.
What
Regardless,
would you
though,
say?
I
This
would
is gonna be
I would
big.
really want to
Bold
see better
prediction,
splits,
this will be improved in the coming
like BK
years
splits.
by Felix.
wanna
You on
see
the spot,
those.
But
I
I think you
agree.
can do it, dude. So let's see what happens, man. Also,
No
shout out
luck
to
one.
Jack.
Oh,
He
Jack's
almost got
close
his
too.
first 203 as well. I think both of them
Yeah,
can
Jack.
definitely contend.
All right, Mitch.
We
What do you
will
think
see
about
what they
this
can
one?
Do, this year. Glitch category.
This is really good for
did
the
have
strategies
a pretty
it does.
big improvement.
This multi-goes will be funny though.
It's
So
good for
this
good for the
is,
strats, but
Yeah.
the strats
Almost
are
a
better now.
3-second
So there's a turnaround here that saves. Yeah, there's a
What I want
turnaround
you
there that
to
saves
watch
0.2.
is
Like that's
two
a
things.
bad lap
First
one
off,
nowadays.
A lot of time save
which is
will
actually
come
kinda
from
funny, 'cause with
every
old
glitch
strats.
setup
Let's
just
hear what
being
NMeade says
executed
here.
way faster. If you're
Yeah,
to
and the
go
glitch setup.
through mkwrs.com,
This no glitch
scroll
driving
down,
isn't
watch
very
all the
good,
older,
but
times
yeah, let's
as
listen.
well, you're gonna see they're gonna be going up to the thing, wiggle, 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 go back, wait, okay, sure.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
That is so
And
accurate.
with
That is
every
so
single glitch
accurate.
that's first
Yeah.
off
That is so
discovered,
accurate though.
obviously you're going to be taking a lot more slowly. You're trying to feel out the strategy and the approach. Extrapolate years later, now the entry and the setup is
Core is
pristine,
nowhere to be
crisp, know
seen.
what
Yeah,
you're
going
doing.
around that penguin
That's where all the time
loses.
save is gonna be coming from as well.
Yeah, that penguin is a bit of
Now-
a pace lock, by the way, so you have to go around it almost every time.
I love
But no stop
this.
glitch got the
I
potential to
love
get
th- I love
this
this so
by
much.
fair amount,
the recovery. I don't know why I go
and he
bonkers
gets a
over
pretty
this, but it
good
looks so
recovery
cool.
right here.
Just look.
This is
just
actually a
watch.
good checkpoint hit. You can get it a little bit better than this, but this was very solid. But this lap split is
Yeah.
very
Hop,
good
hop,
for the
hop,
strat it does.
MP. So normally what you would do
But yeah,
is just
few people
go
can
back
get it.
to where the checkpoint would be.
Yeah.
Such a
cancel
good time.
empty,
Impressive.
Turn around,
Gotta
finish
admire
it.
that.
But instead you're maintaining your
You gotta
momentum
appreciate
by
that he
hopping
drove it down
around,
from the
recharging
114 that he had
energy,
like with
and
the
that
lap one,
recovery in
and
every
With
then he
the
single
continued
strats
phase
that he
playing it.
did,
is at
it's
least 1
very-
second,
yeah.
maybe
Gotta
a little
appreciate
bit
that.
more. Shout out to
Yeah.
Jack, dude. That's
Exactly.
so impressive.
Who knows though,
We'll
might
see
be
what
seeing
that
like
brings
two
Yeah.
in the
no
coming
stops,
years, we shall
never
see.
know. Arthur was
Gigantic
playing this,
Beach
trying to do no
has
stop
not
lap
been
1 and no
improved
stop
in the
lap
past
3.
year for
Like it's
the
such a wild
young
card, like you never
category.
know.
And
Just who grinds it the most, that's who will get it probably.
So this run wasn't improved. Yeah.
This is old, isn't it?
I love that lap 1 strat where he does that back up, going tight on the tree.
Casey got this year,
Yeah.
I believe, he stood for a very short period of time. I think
You know how I wanna
Sosis
see get
answered
this?
almost
Dark
right
Aura.
away on this track, and then I want to
I don't know
Don't know if
either,
he
yeah.
plays anymore.
It was cool that he did set a run here
Let
though.
me check.
Managed to come back, but
Also, if you guys are liking,
Exactly, yeah.
thank you.
this is literally the most
Having a lot
pure
of fun
driving
doing
you can
this.
possibly
A
get.
lot of fun doing this.
Wow.
And a lot more videos are on
It's
the
Yeah.
way.
so good. This driving's majestic
Getting-
to watch.
So,
You
Yeah.
can just relax.
All the empties out
Casey-
like as
No,
Does he
no,
get a good
Dara,
low here?
that's
that was
it.
like a bad low, but it was
That
just a
low
good
could've been a
landing,
little
so
bit
it
better.
wasn't that slow.
So,
That was a good.
uh,
Oh wait, what the
Casey got it back
fuck?
from Dara,
Oh, he
and
still goes
then,
this side. Okay,
so
I was like,
this
is he gonna go on the other side of the
3
tree?
here
Oh, yeah.
with the 399 with the good comparison right now. And then
You had to
Casey
hop the wrong
answered
way
back
though,
with
so
that
it lost
wide
a little
entry.
bit.
But that was
a
still
lot of
good.
movement has
He
happened
can
here
still
in the past
definitely like
couple of
save
years.
weird angles, because you can get
Yeah,
the
so
perfect
I
angle
believe,
every time, but he's like,
Dara just had
he
the
can deal with
precedent
any
of
kind of
running
angle he
in the
gets.
record here this entire wonderful journey
see this
here
ending.
that he had in Shy Guy Beach. I think he was
Ooh,
kind
yeah,
of
that
the
was-
towel at that point.
Nice.
That's a very
I think it's
strong
gonna
time
be
for
a
sure.
Casey and
Lap
Sosis
3 could be
show
better,
for
but
long-term, at
but
least for now on this track.
the pace is good.
Um,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this will
Good
stand
time.
at least for another year. here.
Hit the crab as well during the lap
That's
4. Hit the crab.
fun,
Then you know it's
randomly
fast.
just to get
I haven't
Shy
seen that
Guy
before,
Beach
wow.
Fever to play
Yeah.
Apart from
I
that,
gotta say as well
I
though,
don't see this
I
being
reckon
improved in the
Casey
coming
won't
years, though.
improve it
Vulcan
unless
is
Sosa
proven
like scares him to try or
glitch
provokes him.
category of this year.
Oh wow, so yeah, this
has
was literally
also
set
had
when the glitch
no
was
improvement.
discovered.
Yeah.
This is insane.
And
And there are
I
new
had to look
strats
at
as
to make
well, so
sure I
there are a
got it
few new
right.
strats here.
Core's time,
Believe it or
I
not.
believe, is his time from last year, and as
So yeah,
well. So
we
the
can
top
watch.
two is
I'll
unchanged.
give
Yeah.
like brief
Yeah, you can.
notes if you don't mind about some of the different strat
Thanks for the
changes.
good luck. Yeah, we definitely need some good luck on this
But-
reaction. We definitely.
If you've never seen this
Yeah,
glitch
bro.
before, you're in
32
for a
out of
real
32
treat.
world records
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, something like
in
that.
lap.
Yeah, that
before
MT
that,
strat is
though,
slow. You can do
I
that
think
faster.
this
You
will
can do 2
stand
MTs
for
there.
another year.
And then
Vincent
going
had
into
this
the
really,
lap
really
3,
good
there
driving,
is
that saves a lot
a,
These are very
uh,
solid
like
no
UMT
glitch
strat.
and
laps.
his glitch
Like,
is also pretty fast.
very good.
So,
yeah, exactly.
maybe
When Luke
like
got
a
his
lower
run, we were all like,
114
holy shit, dude, he
Mm.
just did the glitch on
really
lap 3,
fast
like,
in the
this won't be
driving
beating. And then
that
Vincent just
Yeah.
popping out of nowhere. So,
but
right
I
here,
don't see what else is gonna be improved in the
you
time
want to
here
hold your
left
MT in and release it into
Yeah,
the water
yeah.
lap 3.
Well, check
So he
this
lost
out.
a little bit there. But this is
Check
still
this
the
out.
BKS, right? I
Almost
believe
drowning,
so. But,
clip,
wow.
Get enough far back.
And then he gets a
you
pretty good
land,
ending, right?
You reverse
Let's have a
back
look.
from the checkpoint.
Yeah, he barely hits that
Um,
checkpoint.
The
He
Excel
barely
is so
hit that.
fast,
That was
no
very
standstill
close.
MT,
Oh,
and that's how you
And then
glitch
that could be
on
improved a
Sherbet.
little bit, that ending.
Crazy.
But very
I know.
good.
impressive.
When I
Only
closed it the first
114.
time is crazy.
Dude.
Split, dude.
Looks
I
really
forget if
consistent
this
for
happened
sure.
first
What is the
on
BK
Rainbow
skip
Road
here?
Or the opposite way around because of using the outside drifting bike
check.
momentum.
I have the
off
BKS
the wall,
sheet up.
get
There's a
the
lot of
look.
difference here.
BKS give. Oh, so the BKP was 400 ms ahead by Casey. Casey actually gets 400
And Casey's
MS
not even in the
during
top
lap
10.
3, but
Damn,
lose a
bro,
little bit.
never got the run.
Yeah.
clip. Regardless, though,
So,
what a
let's give a
crazy
114-0
category to still
here.
watch.
So Vincent
Hats
still
off
has
to
the
you,
lap 3
Vincent, for having
BKS.
category
Casey has the no
unlocked for
glitch
quite a while
runs.
now.
The no glitch laps.
Delfino Square
This
is
run
also
is very
another
good.
category that's
Unfortunate
not been
ending
improved in
lap
the
3,
past
but
year, and
Yes.
for
It's
good
insane.
this is like mid 204 driving
Insane
without
for
the
204
dogs.
dog.
state of Delfino
Yeah,
Square
actually better than
is a
that.
little
You
bit
could even
dire,
go as far
in
to
my
say low
opinion,
204.
just
Actually,
because,
no,
of course,
because he
the
misses a
nature
few
of the
chains,
game
I
is to
believe. But
progress, have
this is
fun
driven
strategies,
amazingly.
not to time down.
It's so fast this lap 1 that he gets a single
However,
trick
I
on the
really wanna
bridge.
see
That's
that
how
strategy
fast
right
it is.
here
That's
so
the funny
hard.
Yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah.
Check this out.
Almost
Trimless
BKS
Josh
as well. It was
barely
almost
lands,
BKS.
drift,
But that is
brake,
so
drift
fast.
again, and
Wow,
go around
dude.
that. That is such a
And then,
that's really
yeah,
one of
he
the
tries to go
hardest
really far right to not get
Yeah.
the bad ramp, but yeah, he just gets fucked there by the
things.
pace.
I'll make a bold claim.
Alright, let's see these chains. I don't remember these chains, but
That's a
almost
full.
BKS,
I think
by
he
the
gets
way.
88
Top
here.
3
Full.
hardest no glitch
Bounces a little bit.
to pull off. In
We won't see
3
Logan.
years,
He's gonna be.
Yeah,
He's
where's
gone.
Logan?
Summer of
Yeah, I was about to
2021,
say, where is he?
Doc was
Where is he,
first
dude?
place.
Oh, he does
Damn,
the
this is
okay, like,
2021.
Doc.
Yeah, this
Alright.
was.
Only two
I've seen this run twice now.
Yeah.
This is the third time now that I've seen this run on those
Different than Maple
recaps. It's.
Treeway, where the turn skip also
It-
has
it makes
quite a
sense,
huge
though, like,
That
it-
gap,
could have been a little bit
but way
faster.
Logan
more
is
than two
probably the
people
only
have
one that
used
could,
it in their time. Okay.
you know,
This
compete.
is just
But
such a hard
Luke just is
strategy
way better
Yeah.
here
where
on
you're
the
kind of
driving.
gate-capped at this point to
So
play
the
this
pace
track.
is this
Yeah,
best pace.
exactly.
Vincent Barone back on Raceway.
He gets a half and a
really good
full
at
chain.
this track
Alright.
really fast last year, and he got a really good 204.2.
Delfino Square
Almost
best
he has
pace
second
is
roll
Yeah.
line
finishes
for
world record.
the no
Yeah.
Makes sense, 'cause
almost beats Luke's
Just
time,
getting 2 out of 3 is already
actually,
like.
so,
I don't even know how many 2 out of
with that in
3s Luke's
mind,
gotten in total. I
even
think they've all
Vincent
finished
tried to
or.
learn this strat from
yeah,
what I
just 2.
understand,
Just-
and it was just way
yeah,
too
just those
convoluted
2,
and
right?
way too random to really
And
sync
drives
the
up
time.
What do you
So
think about
much
3 for
here.
3?
So
If
that's a
somehow
shame,
people
too.
start playing this
for that reason,
for the record.
I think if Logan doesn't try here,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see why.
So
Luke even
I'd compare
wastes
this
time
to a
here,
little bit
having
of a
such
harder
giant
King Alex
lead,
like
Yeah, yeah.
super
consistency
three
wise.
dots,
So it's
and
very
wanting to get
possible
back
to see a
other
3 out of 3.
strats. So
But I don't
Yeah.
believe Luke will
I
play
think
it.
both players
Luke is
won't
just
really
happy with this.
bother
It's such a good,
themselves this
like,
coming
it's such a
year.
good
There's
tournament.
really no
and-
point trying to reclaim your
Uh,
record
no one has-
or like
no one has
improve
actually
your
gonna
record if you
bother
already
to
have it,
try and
and you
learn
know it's
this
gonna
really
take a
hard
lot of
strat.
time to even
It's
have a
just so
chance.
hard
So
and inconsistent.
it's just
so
a lot of
I
time
think this
wasted, I
top
guess.
10 will be shifting near the bottom in the coming years just by using
Yeah,
no
it's
dots. But
insane.
apart from that,
Vincent there as well.
I don't know. We shall see.
Is this the improved run?
Is
Not
this the
sure.
run?
It said no,
Obviously,
improved.
the
No, it's
Okay.
not.
glitch.
No, it's
Well,
not.
regardless though, this run is still very
Until a
good.
couple
This
days
is the
ago.
old.
I recorded these
The new
times,
record
a
isn't
week
that
and a
much
half ago,
faster, but
and I didn't think
doesn't
this
this
track was
run?
gonna
Oh,
go
this run
down,
doesn't have a
but
35
Connor
lap in it,
himself
but it gets a really nice,
improved.
consistent splits
And it
overall.
looks like Connor wants to finally
Wow,
gun
dude.
for the
Look at how late he
1.7.
goes through that.
And And that's going to
Oh,
be
shit.
nothing short of insane this
Wow.
year. Connor does the deed here.
It's amazing.
I want to highlight too, big shout outs to Ace
Also
as
back
well.
kick.
Ace
Back
was the
kick
first
getting up
one
there.
to beat Toadum's
Ace can
ancient
definitely get this though.
148.7
I'm
world record
very
here,
positive on that.
years ago.
Ace's run gets
Yeah.
a bad
And
landing
he's
3 out
second
of 3.
worldwide here in the
Ace is
comparison
very
here.
talented
And
at
what
this
you're gonna
track.
see is, I believe,
It's
Ace
funny
was
that we
even
even see his
ahead
ghost
lap
here
3,
after all these years,
almost
just in
into
this
the
video, because
zipper
it's so
entry
old
Yeah.
already.
So, yeah, crazy. So,
Yeah.
there's just so many moving
And he's
parts.
he's
Like I said
ahead.
before, 3 out of 3
Oh,
bad
God.
landing.
And now
Technical, knowledge
really
categories
tight.
With the
the
bad
entire
landing,
game,
yeah,
bar
that
none,
loses so
for
much.
good reason.
Okay.
And to just
Amazing.
optimize all these things is just so nuanced and tricky.
Well, White Top's
I
got
still
way,
feel
way
like
better
Totem's
gear.
time is getting
So
lower
many
now.
more
This
148s.
track doesn't make all that
I really
much
wanna-
sense, but
Yeah.
one turn
Look at
skill
that bad
is
landing.
really
70
fast.
MS. 70 MS for
When in
bad landing.
comparison, he
Gets that
actually
3
loses quite a bit.
times. That's ridiculous.
Still kind of strange, but still, anyway.
So we had like Killer
fully
getting
believing in
the
Connor to
148,
try and get a
Barney,
147 this year.
Logan.
That's his intention right now.
Back
But
kick as well.
hopefully Ace
Back
will
kick
try and
can
play
contend
again
record in
because
my
this
opinion.
Ace is ahead into the
This top
tournament.
Maybe if he
this top
grinds
10
it,
though,
if he grinds
it's
it.
always
Right?
gotten
So,
better. Like every year, there's
Ace
always activity
more
here.
than certainly can
So
get
that's
the
nice
record
to
back
see.
if we were to try to contend
Yeah,
again.
you're right.
Just proves the fact that Totem's run wasn't
Apart
like
from
that
that,
insane.
maybe some
People
others
definitely
might
can.
be
Oh
close
wow.
Yeah, that was
contenders
What a
here.
low.
The upper half
Really
of the
consistent
top
run,
5,
even though
top
it's been
6 have
beaten
seen
now,
some
but
newer
Totem's
faces
run,
now. It's
Looked
just a matter
good.
of them trying to extend themselves and
There's like the minimal things that you only see where he loses
on
time
this
if you
track.
compare
But
it to
I still
Ace's
think
run.
Connor and Ace are just
Totem's 8th. Damn, he was
Well,
6th last year, and before that he was like 4th or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That top 10's outdated
Yeah.
as well. Back kick isn't there. Back kick, I believe, jumped up to 3rd.
Oh really? Oh, he's 9th. Totem's 9th.
Yep.
Wow.
a thread ahead of the pack here.
Literally,
for being able to
Yeah.
go
If
Wow,
Fox
that
got a better
distance
landing,
even
Totem
further
would
on
be
this track.
10th right now. Damn.
One category though that will not be improved.
Alright, so this is like literally one of the strongest runs.
I'm
So
willing
I'm
to
sorry,
bet
I just
money on
have to,
this.
like,
This
wow.
is
Yeah,
one
this
of
is
the hardest things
never
to do
been
in the
beaten.
entire game.
this is just so good.
On Waluigi Stadium.
So yeah, first glitch,
Yeah.
nothing out of the usual. Yeah, he
Hunter's
just gets it.
grind was-
Oh,
Yo,
look at
Ray,
bro,
you're
look
in
at
world
him go.
record pace.
Holy shit.
He got the most
That,
ideal.
I also want to highlight this a little bit
scenario
because I
for
was
the
playing
second
this
glitch.
recently,
Yeah.
and I made a
As you're
pace
gonna
ghost
see,
with
he's going to
NKWSP,
fall out of
and I
bounds to
compared
get a good
Hunter's pace
respawn.
ghost. It is actually
And I
not a
think
good
as he
checkpoint
coined
ghost.
the
He
term
like
falling
plays
Yeah,
it
yeah,
way
yeah.
too safe.
because of
You
all
can
the
play
layers
it
of
way
mud and
more
everything.
risky
You'll
than
see
that. By like a full
regardless,
second. I'm not even kidding.
shout out to Ray
It's just so
again.
funny seeing this
Wee
driving,
Wheeler,
because it
second
literally didn't
worldwide.
matter. It was all about just getting it
Truly,
twice.
Truly crazy.
So-
Yeah.
precise things
It's like
to do.
This
Sherbet
is literally
land,
like
I'm gonna
me
whiz
on
it through
GV2
three. Like,
glitch.
it's like
When I
you're
get the
just
first
shit.
glitch, I just drive half shit because I just want to get two
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it. But
Maybe Logan will go out of the way to try and get this
It's-
back.
but now
This
that
is
he's
road
gotten
hard,
it,
right here.
it wouldn't seem too it wouldn't seem too weird that he would go for it again to get a better one if anyone else somehow gets this, which is unlikely. But like now he has no nerves because he's gotten it already.
you mind-
through for the checkpoint
Yeah.
landing,
Do you mind
the
replaying the
respawn
lap 3
behind
glitch?
the
I also
zipper
want to
ramp,
show
come
something
at the
that's
last,
actually
key
really
checkpoint,
a lot of people don't
turning
notice.
around, getting
Yeah.
Just go to
Logan
the
will
lap
go
3.
out of the way to
Yeah,
try and
okay,
get
yeah.
this back.
So
But
one
just
thing
from
here that a lot
how
of people
hard
might not pay
Hunter
attention
tried to
to
grind for this,
is so what you're meant to do is you're meant to hold flat neutral when you
Yeah.
click the banner, right? I want you to look at this input view, right? This is super precise. Doing this nosedive adjustment is a lot harder than it looks. He read that so perfectly, and that is faster to do that respawn, I believe. It's faster than landing back. He played that so perfectly, and he actually had an NLC before this. But yeah, he plays that way too safe. Dude, the checkpoint is so much fucking closer to the... Okay. Alright, no worries. You got the 131
And
though.
of course, he doesn't get the wheelie on the
What a
last
run, though.
fucking trick.
Sorry.
Of course, it's a 2 for 3, dude.
Why would you? Yeah, throw it, cause fuck it.
The time investment and time sink for this is gonna be insane.
Reminds me
even
back
for
when
the
Logan
most,
got a 1 out of 3 and then
seasoned
fucking
glitch
missed the last trick and then hopped on the finish
So-
line.
We shall see. as
Oh,
I've been
my.
saying for almost this
Great
entire
run,
video.
yep.
Moving on.
Out
to
to
the
the
League
top
Cup,
10
we
though.
have
There's
Desert
like 3
Hills,
new times
and
there.
This had some
But
surprises
yeah, this is 3 out
Yeah.
of 3, right?
So,
Really cut.
shout out to
So
Braxton
this is
once
what
more.
fucking god on this
Braxton
track.
got his,
Always will
the
be.
first time holding Desert
That
Hills.
soft
Yeah.
drift is really
No
good.
glitch
That one right
category
there
here.
is a lot
And,
harder
Yeah,
than it
this
looks
is
the
fun.
second one.
What
But
came
if you
out
just
of
look
that
at Sosa's
was
driving
Ryan
overall, like he gets the
Sheridan
MT literally almost first frame. on every single freaking turn. He's just that autopilot on this track because he just has played it so much.
That's like the only mistake. That rehop.
No,
It's funny how he got a
mistake.
bad landing, but it didn't really matter. It's still
Grayson got it.
well
Held
like
it for
recovered
about 3
there.
weeks. Sosa's answers with
Look at this
a
soft
more
Freddy.
time cut. And then 10
Wow.
days later,
Saves like
he has this current time
Breaks
right
in
now.
ahead by
And this current
fair
time
amount.
is the first Desert Hills world record that has a 3-for-3 fast wheelie
oh, it's the
cut.
lucky cut, and
Welcome
you
to
always
the
say it's
well,
lucky
though,
cut.
Well,
he would
I
have
think this
wanted
comparison
more.
here is going to play out pretty nicely.
He would have wanted
Look
much
at
more
how
than this for a
much
3 out of 3.
Sosa saved
That saves so
there.
much as
They
well,
were
yeah. But
almost
I
even
knew
into
that
the
Sosa's
sand dunes,
definitely would have wanted
then
a
And he gets
faster
the
3
chain
out
lap
of
3.
3.
Wow, this guy.
Doing that strategy is really precise. If my memory
That-
serves
I
me
can't
right,
get over
I
that
think
soft
even
drift, that's just
Passer
really-
saved
It's
that.
just
Really
like
well done.
it looks
It's a
easy that how
more
he's driving here,
confident
but
strat to try and
like
get,
if
you know,
you drive
between
those turns,
slowdown
you're bound to
tasks.
get bounces.
From
But
what
he
I
never
remember
gets
being
bounces because he
full
just
a long
knows
time ago.
exactly how to take it
Regardless,
right
though,
without
as
getting
far as
that
the
bad
exact
QM.
strat to how to do this,
It's kind of like
very
DDR
hard.
driving.
What's
Ooh.
important
Wow.
here is you're maintaining
Oh.
your wheelie
Nice
momentum
save.
into
He
the
must have been
second
nervous
round,
as shit
and you're
there, going,
Good
oh
ass
fuck.
save.
higher 90, mid-90
Wow, low
KMH
2.
to go
Do you
really
reckon the
fast
sub?
in the air.
You reckon
The
Brexon will
recovery
play
is
this
Yeah, I
awesome,
will
again?
and
definitely
over
touch
there
this
is literally
soon.
insane.
What do you think about the
He
sub, though?
barely misses hitting
Those-
the heavy
those
dirt
paces-
and slowing down and
Not
setting
happening.
a
Yeah.
world record.
Probably
Like,
not.
that's one of
No.
the most
Probably a
clutch endings to a
0.1.0,
world
but-
record I've
Do you
ever seen
reckon...
in a very long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you reckon Brexon's
Moving
gonna
on
play
now
this?
to
Also,
the,
Spear
Yeah.
could get a
Sherbet
little bit
category.
closer.
I don't
This
think-
also was a surprise. This came out of nowhere. Justin
I don't think
improved this
Brexon
record,
cares that much.
by almost 400 milliseconds, and you'll see why I'm laughing.
Yeah, probably not.
But first
Yeah,
off,
this one's treated. Let's just skip this
I
run.
think everyone can give
No
the
ghost.
biggest shout
No,
outs of
not
all
on chat
time to
soft.
Justin, because
This is my protest. I'm
he's been one of the
protesting right now.
all-time best players of the game RTA for so many years.
You know,
But
he had this
really,
record.
in
This is
recent
actually
years,
the track he had
his
the most
Yeah.
records on,
passing
right?
accolades
He had a lot
and
of
strategy discovery.
records, yeah. He had it
all
since like
that has
2018
been
or something.
So impressive.
But yeah, inside the tree here, it was
what
development.
Alright, once
Justin
lap
can
3
do
happens,
soft
let's
drifts.
see what NMeade's gonna
do,
say. I
along with
just
the
wanna see what
entire
he's gonna
task
say.
community too. Shout out to all you guys. You guys
Yeah.
do awesome work. And
He's gonna say,
Yeah.
"Oh my
advancing the
god,
game
dude,
for
what the hell?"
limits
This is such a
overall,
mid-pace.
but also
Right.
helping
It's
the
not that, like,
RTA
insane yet.
real-time side of us doing the time trials and real time on
That
console.
ghost
Yeah.
that it's comparing.
So
not only Justin does new
has
strats,
had
that
very
ghost is
all that shit.
2019, 2020.
sporadic, it seems.
Compared to his
gameplay
previous
on
record,
console. He's been
he's
tasking
like
the
behind
past
by
couple
quite a
years.
bit.
The reason why this improved by
Yeah.
so much
Pause buffer
is this
alert.
is a
Pause
one
buffer.
frame hit on the
I'm just
out
kidding.
of bounds. I think we're two apex
Probably is,
hit
though, but
gets the
let's
bounce
just,
off, not
yeah,
kind of
pretend
out
it's
of
legit.
bounds. You don't get the slowdown in the sand,
Good on him,
and
though.
you save all
Justin's
that
the
time.
OG on this track.
Long term, obviously that's faster 3 for
Regardless
3,
if
but
it's
from
cheated
how
or not,
stupidly
he can definitely
precise
get a
that
run like
is,
this
It's
legit.
gonna be the longest time
It's-
until 3 for 3
Yeah,
of that
exactly.
is done. That's been done years ago, though. It's
Good
not
time
really a
that
new
finally
thing
got
that
the
happens.
improvement, 'cause his
But
old point
regardless,
nine was
though,
the
it
weakest
allowed
world
Justin to
record,
be even
almost
further from second
undisputedly.
place. I think
It's
definitely,
weak, but
runs
no one
Justin,
wants to put in the
Justin,
hours.
so close.
Can all
I don't
contend
blame
here
anyone,
to
though.
try to improve
Yeah,
further, and David
exactly.
too.
Derpness,
yeah,
yo.
But I don't know. I wanna see
Hydration
why
is
that
10th.
possibly
Dude,
can
Hydration is
stand
always
for
the
the rest
10th
of
place
this year,
player
just
on
from
this
how
track.
much of a gap
I think
that
it's
is
been 2
now
years
trying
like
to
that, or
improve
at
for
least
normal
last year it
cuts,
was,
maybe a
and
little
the
bit
year
difficult.
before I saw him too.
Moving on now to BC3. Also trading up the guard here.
Okay, let's
between,
see if he's gonna mention
again,
Kenny here.
Luke and Logan as well, as they've done on a lot of tracks previously. So
Okay,
I believe
briefly,
entering
but
this
you
year,
never know.
Luke had it with a
366,
366,
yeah.
and then Logan got a 222 this
Pretty
current
good
run here, I
lows.
believe.
Those
And then
lows could've
later
been
on in
better,
the
but
year,
they were pretty
Luke got
good.
it back with this point
And then this
one.
round strat.
And as you can
That's
see,
low.
this is a newer strategy.
That
It
was-
was on Forge angle, but it was
Right,
really
really
good.
lost off
I
that.
don't think Luke's
Wow.
366
Okay.
used that really fast ramp strat. Obviously, as we were talking about before,
Worth the chains.
Justin,
Let's count the chains.
found,
One,
I guess,
minor
that
wheelie
strategy
adjustments.
to do that. Getting a low ramp there isn't entirely
chains.
new from what I can understand.
Luke's
because
gonna have
Pat
this
has
money
been
in it
doing
next
it
year.
to
Whether
land
he
on the
has to
blue
beat it back from
wall,
Logan, if Logan
at
beats
that
it,
section,
Luke
as
will
you'll
always
see on
come
lap
back
2.
here. Luke is the best player
But
on
he
this
did
track, in my
find a way
opinion.
just to get a fast clip on the edge and land.
Is that Thwomp gonna be a
on the
problem?
ground,
Maybe.
and that's plenty faster.
Pretty average
than doing
lows.
a
Oh,
drifting
those
trick
bit
off
unfortunate.
the
You can
fat
actually
part of
see.
the ramp.
Yeah,
So
you can see the
definitely
multi-ghost.
this unlocked the potential to get a
Damn, Luke
215
gets
here.
really good
It's gonna be a
freaking
matter
blows
of
there.
having really good ramp
That was a
here.
better
I feel
angle.
that was way better than lap 1, I think.
Damn,
really
just
good
getting there a
driving,
shit ton.
really low jumps. That sounds kind of dumb to
Yeah,
say,
count the
but
chains.
Count the
if you watch
chains.
closely in the ghost
Swish,
comparison,
Half.
you can get
swish,
a higher
swish.
low jump or a bit more
Half.
air time,
Half.
like
Yes, you
moderate
can.
low jumps or really
Half.
low
Solid
low
lap
jumps.
considering you got
Land
2
so
halves.
closely on the platform,
Damn.
really right away, get
Yeah,
more
exactly.
speed.
There's
at
still more to
wheelie
get
speed,
here,
and
but
you're
I
just
mean,
landing
Also-
sooner anyway.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think long term, definitely
215.
That's what might be a
Yeah,
problem.
maybe.
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 Maybe both players
With
will
all
try
chains,
to
it-
go for a 215.
Does this
I
get
reckon
2
it-
chains?
we
He
will
has to
see.
get 2 chains
But
now.
look
There's
at
no
this,
way he
Logan is
doesn't.
still
I don't
ahead by a
remember.
little bit here, but,
Logan's run.
Luke is gonna
Yeah.
make
Logan's
that
run is so
differential
ahead.
in the end, with
Logan's
a
run was
good
actually
ramp
215
there,
days
and then
almost.
some chains.
Also, reminder that the
This,
RTA
this
task gives
That's
you
category is still
14.
pretty tricky to
Pretty good.
optimize
Oh,
really well.
Logan was.
So a
Damn,
lot
that
more
alignment,
in
saving that
reserve here,
alignment.
but,
Wow.
definitely a really tricky
Well
category
played.
to play.
Willy tilt, Willy
It's
tilt, yeah,
much
yeah.
more simple
But you got a
to
half,
run
what the
than
fuck?
a lot more
Wow.
harder.
It
rather,
definitely, the
than
runs
the
look way
CI.
sloppier now
Looks gonna
that the
be
new
bad.
strat is 3 for 3. It's like the
Yeah,
mandatory
I think this
strat now.
coming year,
But I mean,
Yep.
it's
will
whatever,
I predict
like,
215?
that makes sense.
Maybe.
When you add
Sure, why
another
not? Someone prove me
hard
right.
strap.
Someone on this top 10 right now, this year, work on this, get a
You know what that
215.
also is like?
We'll see
This
what
is like
happens.
MC rampless, and then
anyway.
the ramp got
Yeah.
added, and
I
reckless
think,
became a little bit more sloppy.
Mm.
This is kind of the same. Now this
of
run,
all
wow.
Why is
the,
Emil
you
here?
have to
Like,
say?
do you even have to use that ghost comparison?
I think
Fuck
the
me,
category
man.
that has the biggest shot of not having
Wow.
any improvement at everything
Let's
in
just
this coming
admire
year
this.
is this.
One thing as well I noticed.
Logan
I believe
got
this. He
the
said this in
first
Twitch chat.
3
You have to do
for
like a
3
TF input. Look at the input view
trimless
here.
Yeah,
BC3
Yeah, it's like a
cut
TF input.
world record.
That's what I've noticed.
To say, I
A little bit of
Yeah.
I
activity
don't have the
though.
words to express how impressive of an accomplishment.
I reckon
Noah can get
definitely
closer,
get
yeah.
156 though.
Logan,
This jumped
the
directly
fact that
from
Logan
a
gets
1
3
for
for
3
3 and
to
also
a
just
3
the
for 3.
the amount of
It was
chains
like a
here
1.4
on this run.
or
This run
1.5
gets
second
Yep,
improvement
the
all in one
chains.
swoop.
yeah.
The
And
driving the
I
lows.
believe
It's
it was maybe
everything. It's like the
2010.
3 out of
I
3. Like he
believe
literally.
This run
predicted
gets
his own
3
world record.
chains, 2 halves, and 1
discovered
drop.
you can do
amazing.
the shrimp with
It's
a
it's
trick
like
and
more than you would
channel
want in a run
that.
like this where you
And
get 3 for
so
3.
It took what 12, 13 years later
Yeah.
for someone
Lap
to
3 on
do
the
it
cut.
in
I
a
also
run, let alone
want to.
clutching
people
a
that don't know, I'm not sure if you've
3
seen it,
run, like what in the
but
world?
he actually loses a fair
So,
amount on the landing.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever
with that in
seen that,
mind,
but I'll show you anyways. I'm pretty sure
I
you know what it
think
is, but
really
that was
the
BKS,
only
wasn't it?
3
With a
players
fucking
that might
His
good
lap 3 was like a
drop
0.6
and
or
halves
something.
something like that.
Logan
'Cause
here,
it was
apart from
slower
him and Logan himself, is
than that lap
Emil,
2.
Flair, and
Doesn't really
and
matter
Raceway.
though, because he gets.
those 3.
Dude, this is
because
just
I
the
think
craziest
all
shit.
3
Yeah,
had
yeah.
expressed
Look at
interest
this.
one point to
So he gets a
try
bad
and do
landing
at
here.
least a 2
That
for
loses
3,
a lot,
Recovered it
potentially a 4
nicely
for
though.
3,
but it's such a
but
good time. Yeah, such a good time.
I don't have the words to express
Isn't it a half and a full?
stupidly impressive
Is that it?
how difficult it is to do
Let's
this
see.
right here. So
Half, and then it
I
has to be
think
a
this
full
can
at the
definitely
end.
be a legacy
So
record
impressive,
if
dude.
you were to never try and touch it ever again. I don't know who's gonna
I
bother.
mean, some
let alone
people, if they
bother
play
for
it
multiple
with a
months
2 out of 3
or however
streamless or
long it
3 out of
takes to
3,
try and beat this
can see a
because
few
it's not like
156s,
you
but
make
it's
it
a little
crazy
bit inactive.
Inactive
like
and
that.
yeah.
This May
People
3
just
for
don't
3,
wanna
the
do
driving
that.
is solid and gets a good amount of chain
Huge,
release, so
huge freaking break.
who knows, dude?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I think that's gonna stand
Yeah,
for quite a while.
and then
we shall
a
see.
lot of new World War top 10 times.
Parkway, this had its improvement too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this got
I believe
improved
Dude, Luke has
literally
improved
yesterday.
this.
Had this
Well,
entering
yeah.
2023, and Luke
Luke is
came
the
back
best
But this is
player.
still a
Undisputed.
0.5, isn't
Just
it? This is
original
still
Best
like
Parkway player.
of,
very
close
good
to
run.
100 milliseconds here.
Yep.
And,
5.72,
Logan has second worldwide
and
as
then
well.
his new runs are 5.64, I
Logan
believe,
was
something
the
like
first
that.
210
And then you
With
had
a
his
lot of
YouTube video,
fail,
like
yeah.
the state of
Luke
Parkway.
got back, what's
Oh
his
no,
name?
it's so
Trap
unfortunate. I
that's
feel
done
for him,
now.
I really do. But
This
he's
is
got that
really cool
record holder
Yeah.
mentality where
and
he's
I don't
very
think anyone's
resilient.
touching the
really,
record for a while
shook
if he
up
just
the
keeps
Parkway
going.
charts, quite a
God
bit.
no.
And has
Actually,
allowed
Felix
Crown to
Felix
challenge
can get close,
probably
but
long-term
he'd
close
have
to
to
a 2 on
like
9, I would
kind of like
suspect.
Sherby. He's close, but he'd have
It's
to
fleeting
Yeah,
really,
I
really really
mean,
grinded.
yeah, I mean, Felix has been playing this track as long as Luke almost, so it's like he also has the experience definitely, but
so with that in mind,
Luke just doesn't have that edge.
I don't think so. I think
Luke is super
Luke might try
consistent
to improve
as
He
well.
can
like,
handle his
I
he can
remember
handle
when,
nerves in a really good
yeah,
pace
sure.
here. He doesn't really.
I think Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cut.
Like the only thing that
harder.
stops him from getting a good time is literally the shroom.
Sherbet.
Like it's now even harder and
as mentioned at Sherbet Land, I'm really rooting for Felix as well.
yeah, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but
Felix has been
yeah, it's just
for
harder
his
now.
time to get his first world record overall. And he was so close to doing it on
More
this track
room to fuck
before
up
this new
on.
shroom strategy came about.
Usually you'd rely on QM, but this is
I'm
all
rooting for Felix
precision
as
right
well,
here.
so we'll see what happens here. But regardless, though,
This can be smashed though.
Even
This
though it
record
looks
can be
really good,
destroyed.
but
quite a graceful track
And
to
it's
play.
driven.
And
It's
time trial
driven
specifically
great,
is a wonderful time trial. I love it myself. Online is pretty trash.
One thing I also
but,
want to mention is that
time trial,
back when he was doing old shroom, right? Yasha had a record with his 455, I believe it was. Then Luke got the record. Now getting that shroom, old shroom through to through, getting a good one is super difficult. He did that like 2 or 3
yeah.
It saves maybe
times in the span of
it
like
saves maybe
a few
6.
days. Getting low to 11s like
Yeah.
it's nothing.
It's kind of similar
Super
to
consistent.
What you do natively in
Luke's
the
definitely gonna play
Let's
this
see
more.
this right here. Ready? Look at the speed.
They hop over
This is
most of
also
that in that game too.
very important.
They do an NT out of
Oh
the
yeah,
back
100%.
back.
Ready? Look at the speeder right here.
Anyway, though,
Oh
so,
my god, dude.
210.5,
Wow.
pretty
And that can be
strong time,
beaten by
honestly.
half a second.
What do you think
a doubt.
about
If it was
209?
to sand,
What
I
a
probably
run.
wouldn't be surprised. So there's still more.
209 is
Realistic.
realistic.
I would say
pretty
Luke
optimistic on this
is the only
category.
one right now
Alright.
with that that could get it.
The newer shroom strategy.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
we'll
Like
see,
closer to the
what
209, maybe
category
not
brings
next
me
year.
in here.
But
Yeah.
potential is
Moving
there.
on to the Parkway.
This
I also
run,
think
this
one's
will not
old.
go down in the
No one's
coming
playing
year.
this. No one's
This
playing this.
record
No
I
one's
think
gonna
very
play
recently
this.
passed over 1,000 days.
Oh wow.
So congrats
Multi
to
goes.
the-
Yeah, we have
Wait,
Bryce,
Wait,
dude.
what does
Oh
Bryce
my
do?
God.
That's damn.
From what
Invincible
I can
setup
really
looks
tell,
fast, dude.
The
what?
top 10 here has been pretty dormant.
And then yeah, his
So I
lap 2
think this
setup
will
is
stand,
really, really good.
For a long period of time still. But
I
still,
believe
this
NMeade
entire
mentioned
lip
this in his
category
past
is
videos.
insane.
It's getting that low
Very
clip on the
charming
banner.
because
That's
it's almost the
important.
same sequence as in
He
the
might get it
N64
here. It's what the
version of
Taz
game.
does. Let's see.
So
Does he get
here,
it? Low clip.
palm
It
tree
saves a
clip,
lot.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
horizontal
It
flip
There's
messes
the
up
low
this
clip.
ending,
finish
but
line,
I mean,
fall
And then
through into the cave,
Messy.
and then he
This
counts
is
a lap.
very pretty messy.
What an
But
awesome
what more
way
can you ask? It's a
to
glitch run.
time trial this track.
weird
in very
category.
Last time.
I just love how similar it is to what you do
Yeah,
in the
weird category.
cave,
Yep.
natively on the Mario Kart
No one's gonna play it though, so
of
that's
this
just
track.
same with GV2.
So,
Like it's
yeah,
a little
I
bit
think this will stand
sloppy,
for another
but no
year
one's gonna
because
play it.
No one has really
Exactly.
bothered this track in the longest time. So
Exactly. Look at that top 10, so old.
I'm welcome to be proven wrong. Maybe
newest
Invincible
title
or
is actually
Bryce will
Jack.
try once more.
And Luke, which is
Moving on
super
now
old.
to GCN Mario Circuit.
Oh, here we
This
go. Let's
run
look at this
is-
multi.
It's. I would still say this is a
Almost
really
improved in the
well-driven run, considering he does it
Shout
2
out
for
to
3.
Dick
But
Borg, second worldwide here. This comparison
Doesn't he
here
get
is
3
trash.
halves?
he gets a lot of
Every
halves in this
word
run.
of
Yeah.
tragic.
He literally gets 3.
So, with
He's
Logan's
so good at that
time
driving,
here,
though.
when he
Like,
said
that
it,
beginning was
it the first
perfect.
world
It's a
record
full
that
chain.
beats the
He gets
Pronic
2
record
halves
top
though,
3.
so it's
And after that,
considering he
hopefully
gets 2
so,
halves and goes for
Logan
this
doesn't
twice,
go
it's
for
very,
the
very
double
good
mount
run.
here on lap 3 in this world record. But what you're gonna
Wow.
see is something pretty nutty.
I reckon
for
Big
what,
Book will pull through this year.
lap
I
3
just hope he
happens
doesn't
in
track
Dick
up like he
Borg's, run.
usually does. I want him just to
Long-term,
get a
for sure,
longer
this will be a
grind.
129 without fail. Now that
Logan
they're
doesn't
using
want
the
to play this. I can tell you
here.
that for a fact. He fucking despises this.
Obviously,
If
really hard,
the
This is
run
like such
ends
a
up in
pain in the
Logan's
ass to
channel,
play.
you can
I
tell it's a
think
good
even
run.
longer
So
term, like really optimized, probably
so
one-
that if this was one of the runs in his channels,
Will be done here for sure,
Oh.
without a doubt.
Oh,
So
yeah. Your question before about
They
is
are
it the last
tied
recorded
until lap
record
3.
with the old
Both
speeder?
are
Yeah,
the
this is
best
actually console
case until
recorded.
lap
oh, I
3
meant
on the
So,
record.
this is
CTGP
like the other
Records
console
channel
recorded.
Here's the
recording.
thing. Big Borg
So
is
Sauce's
now
run
ahead
is still on
Yeah,
that
second
channel
worldwide, okay?
because it was done before.
He's
Yeah, it's gotta be the
controlling the
last
pace.
There might be a few others.
Gonna
I
get
think
his
there
own
might be
Luke's
two
world
others.
record,
RDS.
Yeah.
Still
Luke's
ahead.
RDS.
And
That
he
might
goes
be,
for
yeah.
triple mounds and he
Alright,
gets
let's have a
it,
look.
but then he gets unlucky airtime.
Holy
and
fuck,
he
Oh,
misses
no.
the last MT.
What was fucking?
Oh,
What was his
so much.
pace,
Like,
dude? His lap 3
Dude,
could have
when-
been
when
like
I watched that
29.
back for Big Bork's
Same
run,
pace.
His lap
like,
2 was
I was so
Yeah,
defeated.
he
I
was-
felt so bad for him. Like
Yeah.
he could have gone like at least like a 130 point mid one probably. So
Yeah, I reckon
2023 is Big Bork's year.
low
It's
1,
Big
mid
Bork's
1.
year.
The fact that Fox's run
I
is
want them
still
to battle
4th
though.
worldwide,
I want them to.
and it's a
I want them to
2015
earn it.
run.
Whoever gets it, they should earn it. Yeah,
Yeah,
2015.
that is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Back, and then I think long term we'll see a 129
Ridiculous.
maybe in the next one or two. Long term we'll see a 129 maybe.
I had
in
it.
the
It's
next
like
one or two
Totem.
players.
I'm gonna pause
We're gonna
the
see-
stream.
Literally totem, but on
Yeah,
GCN Mario.
stream's lagging again. How long?
Let me look for time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good on time. I might be.
Okay,
I'll
that's
dip
fine.
a little bit early,
Yeah, yeah.
but we're good on time for now.
All right, we're back.
It's
In the
been
next
fun though.
1 or 2
It's
years.
quickest hour and a half of
What
my
you're gonna
life.
see here is two things. One
It's
is
very
this
nice that he finally got
category
the sub.
was improved.
It was
all
like way too
addressed
much
at first in
grinding
the past
that he
year
did.
by Logan.
He should have gotten it
Getting
already,
the
but
first 129.
such a weird category
and
too.
This glitch
Exactly.
is
It
every
looked
bit
very ugly.
awesome. I'm so
Yeah.
happy that this track
The 130
finally
looked
has
very
a
bad.
glitch after
Like
so
the
long.
3-lap
Look
times.
at that, like, good grief.
That is so
like,
nice though.
Smash is
I was
awesome.
actually gonna make a 3
Of
for 3
course, the
RTS
Yeah,
on
recovery
that,
is really
so
hard to
I might
get,
still do that
a
soon.
fast recovery
That'd be
from,
cool.
so this category definitely still has
Pretty
a
good
lot
lap
more
one, I
to
believe.
be
That
done,
can be a 27-2
especially
if I'm not
Has
mistaken.
Logan finished a flap here
What
with
you're
3
gonna
shorts?
notice,
see this
number
glitch.
2 is second worldwide is none.
So that's
And the
probably the
reason
flap
why I say
peep
that
or
is
something
because
close to
no
it.
one
I
else has done the
Yeah,
glitch
Something
yet.
Two
close to
shrimmer
it.
for
I
sure.
believe so, yeah.
Let me
Drop.
consult the world record.
This is a
history.
0.3 lap,
I
isn't
wanna
it?
be-
Oh, double mounts. Dude, what the fuck is he doing?
It
You
was
can still see how much
February of
leeway there
Oh,
is.
2023.
double? Yep.
So in almost exactly a
It's a
year
0.4. That
now,
didn't drop.
Logan is the one
And the
only
double mount
person
wasn't even
But this
good.
lap
to
3
do
is
this
pretty
glitch
good
in a row.
though.
And then this
And
I love how he
think
does
the only
that.
other track where that happened
Yeah.
was also
Very
on
precise.
BC64.
It's like
glitch,
huge
Yeah.
beach
which
curb
we
ride.
Um, so
Chain?
Logan has not
Is he
been
chain here?
contested
He's
at
got a
all
ride,
Okay.
there's no
for this
way.
Good angle
category.
though.
Half.
Um,
Acceptable.
I think he ran
He goes
on
for it
the
again.
here in the past
I don't remember
year.
these.
The 129 probably
Ooh,
worked
that
as
looked
anything.
nice.
That's
Um,
saved.
And
That
a
was good.
fast
long-term
double.
here, this
That's
is
There
a
you
something
that's
go.
like a
That's what you wanna
satisfying
see.
way
like
to get
quite a
that.
lot.
You don't want to
But it's
see a
still quite
129 with
shame
a
that
shitty
despite
ending.
how
Didn't
cool
that
the
tie?
strategy is, it doesn't save all that much time.
Okay, I was about to say,
in
did that
the
tie
end,
the
but
first
it's still
sub
faster
131, but
regardless
no,
to get a
Demon had a
129
965.
anyway. But like that time
Not a
right now, they can
945.
beat that no glitch. If
Yeah,
we get a
965,
really
there you
good
go.
Run, so,
Nice shit.
long term, it'll definitely.
Has
go
anyone
down
ever
by
made that
who?
glitch other than
Who
Logan?
knows?
Not in a run.
Lastly, onto the Lightning Cup.
Justin made it.
We have Mario Circuit 3,
Justin-
where we
Justin's
had
done it,
no
but not in a run.
improvement, But we almost had an improvement.
This is a good ass run.
We see
Casey's
Casey
close.
here, and Casey
Let's-
is like what 5.
You know one thing I
or
want to
4
watch actually?
milliseconds off of the
Do
world
they take
record
the
here.
turns differently?
Yeah.
They're different players,
Different-
keep that in
different
mind.
players.
And
is
it's a little bit
insane.
updated
You're
driving.
gonna see why.
Casey uses
So,
nunchuck as well,
different
right?
Different play style as well.
A lot of talented
Same
players
controller,
on the
different
track.
players though.
Their play style
I
is
think
different
now
as
officially
well.
half the worldwide tops is finally
Casey's
at
ahead.
Let's see.
117. I think
Yeah,
Luke was the
Case.
first one
3
to
months
get
of MC3. So
117.
unfortunate.
2017 or 2018?
Luke's had it since 2017.
Yeah. April 2017, almost
Besides
7 years
Vincent,
ago,
yeah.
beating
Luke
him.
was the first
7
one to
years,
get
wow.
a 117 here.
Look at that shroom.
And
So
then
fucking
eventually,
precise. And then that empty is
Vincent
probably the
Yeah.
hardest
was
empty of the
one
run,
Really hard.
in my
was the
opinion.
one to, defeat
That
Luke,
as well. That last
which
empty
was
getting that
awesome.
Going
fast
tight
is
and getting
very
it
precise.
And then Luke kind of pulled away. Fortunately,
Look at this
Vincent
input
had
view.
some, I guess,
Soft
muscle
drifts.
memory
This is why
and
nunchuck's so
Yay,
good at
soft,
MC3.
soft.
and his hands and
Yeah, you just,
everything.
you just
Yeah.
hold
I
that
think
shit.
that's a lot improved
Yeah.
now. He's able to contend much more on other tracks.
So,
And then Casey
yeah,
came
and then
into the
this
fold.
cut right
He
here, the
improved.
exit is the big
Oh
thing.
my
Almost
god,
got the world
Casey,
record.
what
Yeah,
are
there
you
you go,
doing?
right there.
Casey is
Oh
ahead
my
into the boost
god,
panel,
dude, so
and he
close.
loses
Damn.
after the boost panel.
Wow. Look at that 3-lap time though.
What you
Imagine seeing
understand,
that on your
there's
monitor.
Very micro
just be
Yeah.
bounces on the
what the
skipper
fuck?
from what I can
Like, wow.
understand, and the
What do the
Amazing.
BKs
I
give
believe the
here?
lap one's the
bounces,
weakest.
It cost Casey like
Let's have a look.
10 milliseconds.
BKS. I'll check BKP as well. I'll say the BKP first since I have it up. 069874. So it's 37 ms
Okay.
by Casey. 37 ms ahead. BKS give a 742. That's 101 milliseconds.
It's a
off
lot
the current
considering
run.
the record's gone lower since Luke's 889.
Yeah.
But like also like the BKS potential here is even better now. I don't know is
You know another thing as well. Yeah.
yeah I was
you
just
go,
saying
you go.
like the this track has been considered to be like the closest to like BKS. It's like the BKS is used to be like 70 ms from world record and stuff, but like now it's I think GV2 is
Mhm.
I actually don't know what track is like has the lowest compared to the BKS, but
Used to be gold mine.
yeah.
Not anymore though. But this is like it's kind of like LC 2.0, as in the BKS are like 0.1 off, and in the top two
Yeah.
have a break, if that makes sense. Like you look at first through 10th, and it's a pretty big gap
Yeah,
for
exactly.
being a short track. But
And we have
good run.
5 people with
Casey
117s now,
gets it.
yeah.
points or something stupid or less. So, I think that will be improved.
This is really nice. All
in the
right.
coming year.
Let's see this shit.
Peach Gardens now also had
Enjoy.
improvement.
Enjoy the
Casey.
soft drifts.
So Casey had this last year. He successfully transitioned.
I think
this
last year we
track to
watched
be
the
a Flame Runner
it was still
manual
Spear
track
Auto
from
or no,
a
not
Spear
Spear Auto, my bad.
automatic
It was actually
track. This
Casey had
track
like
is
the
also
first ever
awesome, a
Flame
really
Runner
fun track to play,
world record here.
and I
That was
think
like the one that we
rich
watched, but I don't
history
remember.
here
Did
is
it beat
really
like
interesting.
it beat
I
the
really
King Alex
wanna
run by
do
like
a
6
good
ms or
video on
something?
this category and, like, all
But this one's
categories
already
too,
way
but
better.
This one for
it was-
sure is really cool. Like, I think this is one of the
These could
most
still go down, yeah.
a lot.
comparisons
Might not
of
look like
any
it,
time trial,
but his splits
especially because
are
it's
very
He like
good.
literally
category,
wheelie turned there.
and the
That was
category is
a
very
good
the,
yeah.
the
last
drive
turn
mode
is so good.
for the ending result.
Like that
is
last
so
turn
close.
is where a lot of people
The
will
bottleneck
go like, hey,
for
why am I
Spear
losing so much
Automatic, in
time?
case you don't know,
But that last
is,
turn,
the chain
we'll
jump
watch
lap
it lap
three.
two,
The way
lap
they
three.
do
I
is
understand, I
And
believe
that
it
turn
just
might
doesn't
make
look
you
like it
lose
should
one.
work, but
Alex
they
Alex
make
might
it
Alex
work
get the chain jump
just by
once,
fucking frames.
maybe, I think. I could be wrong. But anyway,
The Scorpio,
that just
really good, of
makes
course.
this
Look at these
more
soft
difficult
drifts.
of a task
Input viewer
for
time.
This
rating.
first one is so
Admire-
hard.
Admire the input viewer.
Lap 3.
I hate that
Yeah.
first
With that
one.
in
Alright, so
mind,
right
though,
here,
like, Flame
you have
Runner
to-
really catches
yeah.
up at the
So you have
end
to
of
be as
lap
tight
2.
as
Like, you can
possible,
really
but you
see,
also need the right
how
angle,
the
any
NT
pre-wheelies,
boost,
and that is
does a
Literally
lot for the
perfect.
Flame Runner,
perfect.
but then how much the
Perfect, pretty
top
much. But
speed and
besides
Yeah.
missing
automatic
the slip
driving
into lap 3,
really affords you to be a top speed
spin drift
for
cut,
a lot of the
perfect. Does he
time
get
on
flat?
track.
Yeah.
that doesn't
And the
lose,
Spear
getting that
gains
bounce.
so
Good
much
angle for
time
this.
to be in a straight line,
And then right
almost
here.
shimmying back and
Really
forth
good.
in between the maze heads. Here.
Wow.
And look
Oh
how
wow,
far
maybe
ahead
that
it is
chomp is a
Think
pace
so?
lock.
But then the different NT strats now, like
Maybe.
it's
Maybe,
such a
maybe for
crazy
a,
time
like a
to watch.
0.6.
Vincent
like a
Perone
0.8,
again
I believe.
also
Like
was
high
very
8,
close
mid
to
8.
containing the time here.
Let's see
I think
this
will be
last turn,
improved
ready?
also
Let's
in
enjoy how tight he
2024.
takes this.
I think maybe Vincent will try
Ready?
again
Not
here.
the best
Got a
last
half turn,
turn.
twist
Mm.
half.
Easy as well.
Damn.
Still
I
a-
think
still a good
unfortunately
last-
automatic
definitely
has
not,
seen better
no.
days
Yeah.
here. I think now it's almost
I really want to
entirely
see
up
lap
him
two
get a
was-
better
once
time
it's
than
at
this because he had that
158.7,
fail.
I think
That was
Spear Automatic is
fucked on the
unfortunately,
last.
just
like, on the
completely out
fence.
of it. Unless there's a,
Yeah,
a
didn't it-
maneuver to still be fast
Yeah, the
enough
fence.
after the
What did the
speed
BKs
jump,
give
it'd
here?
be worthwhile.
Spirit
Even though it's a
Wolf.
pace
We'll
lock,
see,
maybe.
I'll
what
have a
the future
look.
holds on Peach Gardens.
They
I need some
give
water first. I've been talking.
158.
One second.
Wow. Take a
Point
guess.
six-
I want you to
0.5.
guess. This is insane.
And again, if you guys are
Oh.
enjoying
Yeah, they give
this
it
video,
589.
ridiculous,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Put a lot of
What did the
TLC, a
Spear
lot of
Auto?
time into his
I know
videos,
it's
so
not accurate,
hope you
but
guys
like
are
if there's
enjoying these.
still,
This my
is
fifth
it
year
referenced there?
doing
Spear
this,
Auto,
so,
BKs.
always a treat for
Yes.
sure, for sure.
It's,
So,
it's
Yeah.
719.
What about
I
manuals?
think
Does
the
manual
results
even
will
have
not be
any
improved in the coming
mention?
year,
Probably not.
unless
It's
Logan
not that
bothers to
fast.
randomly improve it.
Yep.
I don't see why he would. Probably has other goals
Manual's
he wants
gone.
to try and do.
This was uploaded to
simple
his personal
fact
channel, so you know
that,
it's good.
the
But this has
strat
one
here
Yeah,
empty
only
code.
one.
the
And it has
NT
mistakes,
into the
notable
corner clip
mistakes.
here that you'll see. I think on lap 2 he does it.
You
It's
have the
just
new
so
task strat
insane,
as well.
and it saves
Maybe
a
someone could grind
stupid
that. That
amount
lap one actually isn't good at
Um,
record level.
And
And
obviously,
then emphasis,
long-term,
obviously,
this
the multi
faster
goes because he
shroom
does
I
empty
think his
card
biggest
there.
mistake
This
is
shortcut
happens
strategy
lap
with
2
the
here
NT
on the
allows you to play 3 for 3. It's just very
after the
tricky to
wraparound.
do, but it'll allow
Or it, at least
a
by
low
looking at the
203
KMH
to
meter, it
happen.
looks like he lost a lot
But as far
there.
as
I think it
anyone
was
bothering to
here.
try,
So like he
I
does
think
this,
eventually
but
people
he's
will go out of their
yeah, he was
way.
at like
I
90
mean, maybe a
kmh, so
second
that was really
worldwide
bad.
player, Japanese player Anthus may
But then he
try
does that,
to go out of
and
their
That
way.
was
and that wasn't even.
probably
Look at how
50,
fast
I mean, that was
crazy
pretty
that
good,
is.
but it wasn't like
It's
the
just so
fastest
precise
possible.
and
Yeah,
accurate,
Good
but
recovery.
It saves
for what
a
he had.
stupid amount.
Clutched the
Like,
recovery.
look at the lap differential.
That was still
on lap
0.3,
one.
yeah.
Fucking 7.
Fuck,
And
I
lap
hate
2
it.
wasn't even driven optimally anyway, so
0.7 ahead
definitely a
of
lot more
second
to be
worldwide.
squeezed out of this
Almost
category.
0.8.
Does Amphis do the MT cut
I
at
know
all?
I'd like-
before this strat was
His
used in
runs.
runs, I believe
Yes, he gets
18 was
BKs.
second
But on this
worldwide.
run
Yes.
that he
lap 3.
his second place run.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Honestly,
BKs.
like,
that's
Okay.
DQ's gonna
BKs.
do it as well if
Yes.
they were to grind out this NT shortcut strategy.
I really want to
Oh,
see
that
some
was slow as
Logan
well.
3 for 3.
187, dude.
Wow.
One were to come back or others were to try
But he's
and-
This could be
driving. He's
destroyed.
just so good.
This is a
any turbo
very-
strategy.
Oh
they could definitely do
my
it because
god.
he only does it one
Wow.
for free. So I almost feel like it's borderline.
That bounces.
I think a
free, not really
204,
free, but you
mid
get what I
204,
mean.
low
For these
204 even.
Really awesome players.
If they just like start doing
get
the shit.
a very strong
I'd
one
say
for
low.
3 or even
The
a 2 for
new
3,
fucking
and
task
the
strat
fights
that they
very
discovered.
that way. So,
I think it's gonna take a while to
either this
see
won't be
something like
improved
that
at
in a
all
run, but
because no one bothers to try for that strat,
Maybe 1 out
or
of 3
there's an
if people
improvement.
grind it
yeah,
down.
it depends on like if
This
the
category,
wraparound,
I think, is less likely
the
to
task thing,
see
if
an
it's
improvement in the
any
coming
better
year.
than the
I
MT strat, like
believe- I
what
think
is harder
Logan wanted
and
to
what
want
is
to do
more
some
worth it in
long-term
time
here.
save wise, like
Maybe
it's
he'll
gonna
randomly
come
try
down
and
to
pull
that, I
the track
guess.
this year,
But
who
it's
knows?
still so new that we'll
Apart from
probably
that,
see
Darren
what's
got
gonna
really
happen.
close.
Yeah,
Within
exactly.
striking distance of 0.4.
Darren
but,
is pretty
I
close,
don't
but
think
I
Darren
mean
got a
Logan
number
is
for
just
how
on,
much
on
it
another
serves,
level.
I think. I don't know. But he's
People are
only
just slowly
recently
starting to get
he
to
wanted to
Logan's,
improve
you know,
his-
2018, 2019 level, you know.
because I think
It's
former
crazy.
record
Yep.
holder Spitfire.
It's like
I
Demon.
think
It's like
his
Demon
time
on
is
Maple.
a couple of years old. I don't think he really plays anymore either. So
That's is that
don't
intentional?
believe
I
that.
think that's
Yeah.
intentional that he doesn't like,
I don't know who else
Insta,
would be trying to go
wheelie
out of their
there.
way to improve this.
because I don't think he's even trying. We'll check
Yeah, he
lap
wanted
2 on the
to
As it
D-pad
stands
if he's
right
not
now,
even spamming it, or is
this
he just like
category is really
letting it
strong.
drop and then
There's still
wheelie
more to be
afterwards? It
done.
might be the
It's
same
just
speed.
that the
Except
two
lap
biggest
3 he
time
obviously
save
does re-wheelie,
records.
but
No,
One
you
is
should be
going to
spamming
be
it.
a fast recovery after the cut. Making the
Yeah,
cut
I'm
here,
pretty sure he
maybe even
spams
he
it,
more
just
so.
though.
he just
It's
misses
You
getting
it
can have a
to
twice.
look
that
here.
and then-
recovery to cutoff time is the biggest issue. Look, you go through the wall, that's all good and well, but this recovery here, the low clip and cutting tight like that is so hard to do. The other
Yeah, he
part
is
is the
spamming
bridge
it. You're
shoot.
right.
You see how
just doesn't
slow
get
that
it.
was just to try and get the angle here for the first turn afterward? Like, that's really hard to do. But if you get a clean wheelie, especially with no bounces, that saves a
Yep,
stupid
right.
amount of time.
Was it
because
a
it's not-
spam?
He
you're
did a
bouncing lot, you're
double
slowly decelerating
click.
constantly,
Didn't get the chain.
and then
But
you're
on this
trying
lap
to
3, I think he gets some kind of
from
re-wheelie. I
the
don't remember,
lowers.
was it a chain
I've
or a
always
half or
thought
whatever,
maybe
but
you can like chain a drift onto
nice
the bridge
ending
and
for
like
sure.
glide at the end. I don't know, maybe that's not possible, but regardless,
Would like
though,
to see the sub,
this
but
run is really clean.
I don't know if he wants to play it.
He-
It can
I think
be
he gets a
improved
half.
long
Not gonna lie.
term, but
Yes,
overall,
That was good.
again, if Logan were to not
Last
bother,
time,
Consistent.
pretty
I don't
good
know who
lead.
else is really bothering to play this category right now. So I think
157
that's
would look
Most
nice though, but
definitely.
beaten, if not
Logan
by
would
Logan
have
or
to
anyone
play
else.
Oh,
this
yeah,
track
for
to get
sure.
it.
Another
Anyone
year
else is not
longer.
gonna do it.
I don't know. I
That
think
ball
this
at
will
50
stand
is
still
pretty
for a good
inactive.
amount of time.
Very
I think
inactive.
so.
Nice. Now
Oh,
we
here
get
we
the
go.
good
Last of the
shit.
game, fellas. BC 64, marginal improvement in the
on
past
time,
year by none other
I
than Luke.
probably will
Luke
leave.
had
I'll give my
after this
conclusion
run.
at the end, but yeah, you can leave if you have to
rightfully
leave.
so. And I
well,
think
Undefeated
long-term, this
reign
will
for
still
almost
go to
6
at least a
years.
230.3
Yeah, in April it's gonna be 6
without
years.
any new strategies being used. I think if any new strategy is
And
possibly
how far ahead is he?
entertained,
a
.3
second?
literally.
What's the split difference? Like,
railing to the lip
wow,
trick
0.1
to
per
the
lap. Like,
ending
for a
last
second
turn.
worldwide time, where is he losing
Doesn't
0.1? Like, Emil's run is,
Anyway,
I mean, it's Daisy Mark.
Yeah.
past year,
But
as
I
you'll
think-
see in
I
last
think
year's
Luke has
worldwide
finished,
content, if you
like,
watched last year's
over
video,
20 runs
there
that
were
beat
only
second place.
3 230s.
Something
past
crazy.
year.
It's,
Oh,
if,
for
if you
sure.
just look at
Yeah,
chat
yeah.
soft,
I-
all
yeah.
ghosts. You just
Exactly.
seek Luke,
The
Luke, Luke,
fourth
Luke. There
230
it's
was,
like
done
Luke.
by your boy, so finally got that done. You know, I'm very happy about that.
Really.
And then, fifth
Yeah,
and sixth
exactly.
for both
So
Vincent
dominant.
Marone and also Emil.
Full chain,
shout
yeah,
out to
flat
everyone
full,
here for getting
exactly.
their 230s.
You can only
So,
see the
right
time
now,
losses
there's,
on
a
these splits if you
Daisy
compare
Mock
Luke's
Bike
like
and
best
Flamer
paces to
comparison for first
this.
and second
It's
place.
really hard to like see any,
Definitely Mock Bike
like it
can
just
get
looks really
WR
good
here
everywhere.
humanly, but the more
because at this
practical,
level,
Yeah, and then you had that
yeah,
one
that one
guess,
fail.
long-term
At this level, you just
potential
don't see
will be with
big
funky
mistakes.
Yeah.
You just
here
can't.
for human
There's
play,
no
from
room
what I
for
can
that.
really speak to.
Everything is done
I think
optimally or almost
This will
optimally.
probably be improved in the coming year because it looks like Luke always wants to try this track every couple of months. So we'll see. Apart from that, I think a few other players
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's pretty close.
But
That
I
was
feel
unfortunate.
like with where Luke
bit
is
slow,
at right
but
now, like I feel like
gets
where
a half
we are
with
right
a-
now in the
a
second through
stick.
fifth, sixth crowd,
Yeah, still
we're
very
Still
good
good,
pace.
yeah.
a
Still good.
slight little notch
And it's just
below
Luke driving. Just
for
gotta
Luke.
enjoy it.
Mm.
We can maybe
Embrace
spit out
it.
some splits
You
that
can
are
do
Yeah.
so much more though.
almost his
Alright,
best
he's definitely
splits,
gonna play it,
100%.
100%.
But Luke's raw consistency and overall skill set is still, I
Alright,
think,
yeah.
is a
Alright,
bit
I'm gonna
head
much
out now.
from where we are
Anyways,
at
was
pleasure
right
fun.
now.
doing this.
So with that
See you guys.
reasoning,
Thanks for
I
having
think
me.
Luke
Alright.
will
See ya.
still
Have a good
stand
one.
to maintain
Enjoy the
his-
watch.
his reign here for
Yeah.
a bit longer.
Luke is definitely gonna keep playing
which
this
he's
track,
had
no
now
doubt.
for, I think, over
I
5
think he really
years,
wants
such
to
as
get like a
Luke
0.3 here.
forced
That's
to be
his
reckoned with here
potential.
for sure. So very impressive records as always, dude.
And
Yeah,
it and
so
it
I
will
think
come
that's
down
where
to stuff like getting
BC64
a
will
lot of
stand,
chains. Like he got the spiral
with contention
chain
for
like
possibly being improved
once,
by
I
Luke
think,
himself
and he got 2
in the
drops.
coming
Like that's
year.
gonna matter now.
Regardless, 230.5.
Like
is
you
a
can see
pretty
that lap
sweet
3
time.
lost a
Not
lot.
gonna lie,
It's
that's
crazy.
pretty solid, dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
But it's solid. It looks really
With
good
that in
though.
mind,
But yeah,
heading
he's
now
definitely not
to
done.
the
But it's really cool
last
to see a lot of
track
230s
video.
now.
Thank you all
When
for
Luke was
watching.
literally the only one with a
We
230.
are
Now
now
there's like
up
6.
to BC64 glitch, and this track is still literally
I
insane.
like how Logan finally got this back.
Onto the
Or like
wall,
not finally.
slow
He had
release
this
off
record
into
for the
the
longest
pavement,
and people found a better
really
setup for
back,
this now.
ejected from the ground, high clip
And now
off
he's
the
just getting a
pole,
faster
far enough
glitch in
out to the
driving.
key checkpoint,
The driving is
and
about the
you,
same as his
respawn, you turn
was it
around,
2020 run?
and you fall
Yeah.
out of bounds
2020
again
run had pretty
to
good
make sure you're
driving,
going
but
all the way back to
I
the
mean,
last checkpoint
still
to
has
make sure
it.
you're counting the lap. And newest development here too, that's on laps 2 and 3, is on that ramp they don't do a wheelie.
Yeah.
They
Lap
don't
1
do
it's
a
still
trick
good to
route.
do it because
They wheelie straight off,
you're just too
to make
slow.
the last turn a bit more simple. And I think that's actually marginally faster.
It's
I
definitely
think,
safer,
anyway.
if not faster.
Regardless,
I think it might be about
this
the same,
category
maybe a little bit
finally
faster.
had an improvement.
Yeah, Logan
in
just
the
got the
past
driving
year.
here. It's
I'm going to shout out the activity here because just like on GCN Mario Circuit, no one
much to comment about
beat
this run
Logan for the
overall.
longest time on this
I
category
think
after
someone
glitching.
might beat this though.
So it was Core in September. Danny Boy gets the
Yeah.
first 219. And then Logan improves back with the first 218 and first 217 incrementally, improvement by improvement. So, yeah, like with that being said, dude.
I don't really know, does Logan like to play
obviously
this? Does he
faster,
want to try
glitch
it
setups
anymore? I mean, now that the
is the
consistency
key.
for the first glitch
Save
is
even
better,
more
like
time
the
in English category, of
new
course.
setup is more
But apart from
consistent.
that,
Could give
driving
you
this
like a
clunky
216
nightmare of
run
a
even.
vehicle on this track is just nightmare inducing.
This is I can 100% understand how boring this track can be to play, especially when it's just literally zooming to a pole and hoping you get the glitch. 'Cause this is definitely one of the hardest glitches in the game, even with the new setup.
So I think long term,
Nice
I
recovery.
think Logan will definitely have this again for quite a while. Logan definitely has the better spear driving
Agreed.
on laps 2 and 3. So I think that's going to carry him tremendously to hold this record for a long period of time. I think it'll take someone matching Logan's driving and having an even faster glitch setup. And I think that won't
Yeah.
happen for quite a while.
So it's gonna be either Logan or no one.
Overall, I hope you guys
Maybe Danny
enjoyed.
Boy, but
give me one of these.
not sure.
I have more videos.
We'll have to
actively in
wait
the
and
works
see.
right now.
Really good
if you
lap
enjoyed
2
this
though. That lap
video,
2
I'm
is
sure you'll enjoy the
impressive.
other reactions
Very
in the
impressive.
past. And new world record series coming out soon this year.
Nice.
Hope you all are enjoying. I'll see you all soon. Take care.
Okay, finally done with the video. Damn, that took long. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction with Mitch. He gave a lot of good insight as well. It wasn't just me there. I think it was cool that we could give like 2 different opinions on these records. And yeah, that's pretty much all. Thanks for watching, boys. See you soon.